Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter-Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on a Tuesday, we start out with high adventure from Escape, Parley Baer in The Second Class Prisoner, Jack Webb in Dragnet and The Big Missing, Did Justice Triumph and The Marriage Bureau Murders, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe starring Gerald Mohr, and The Glass Donkey. And we'll wrap it all up with an adventure with Claudia. That's what's coming up today on this Tuesday, 28th day of July, 209th day of the year, 156 days remaining. The 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which established the citizenship of African Americans and guaranteed due process of law, ratified on this date in 1868. In 1914, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, precipitating the start of World War I. Herbert Hoover ordered Douglas MacArthur to evict the bonus marchers from their camps on this date in 1932. And on the foggy morning of Saturday, July 28, 1945, Lieutenant Colonel William Smith, piloting an Army B-25 bomber through New York City, and he crashed into the Empire State Building.
Two girls at work in the 73rd floor were Miss Edith Iverson of 857 Fairmount Avenue, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Jean Fagan of 3 East Bank Street, Chicago. They were at work in the Empire State offices of the North Central Broadcasting System. And they are now at the Mutual Newsroom microphone here in New York to tell you in their own words what happened. Now, Miss Fagan, tell us what happened when you first heard the crash.
When we first heard the crash, we sat at our desks and looked at each other. We didn't know whether it was lightning because we've heard so much publicity lately on lightning striking the Empire State Building. But we opened our office door, and in the hall it was so covered with smoke we couldn't see, and the elevator shafts were flaming with smoke.
And tell us, what was your reaction, Miss Iverson?
Well, I, too, thought it was lightning. We found the service stairs finally and began to walk down. There were only 2 other girls on the floor. But many people from other floors, there must have been at least 30 or 40, and they were all walking down, too.
Was there any fire on your floor besides that from the elevators? Miss Fagan.
The windows. We looked out the windows before we went out the door, and it must have been a piece of the wing of the plane because we could see it falling. In fact, it was so thick you couldn't see anything but this bright orange flame going by the windows.
I see. And how much of a flame would you say in judging it in feet? Or couldn't you judge from your position?
Oh, about 5
we could
feet.
See was just plain flame.
Yeah,
a wild sheet of flame.
Just going by the window.
Was there any sign of panic in the building among the people you saw?
Well, not until we got to the 66th floor.
And what happened at 66?
Some of the children started to cry and whimper and said they wanted to get out of there. That's about all we found. And otherwise, I think everything was very well conducted.
How about the adults? They were perfectly under control?
Very well so.
The men.
At the time, the men reacted favorably?
Very well. They took control of the situation and handled all the stenographers and office girls and so on and directed them as to what to do and where to go.
14 people killed in that plane crash into the Empire State Building on this date back in 1945. The number 1 song in the nation on this date in 1954 belonged to the Crew Cuts.
Oh, life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hoping we'll meet again. Oh, life could be a dream if only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Now every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, baby, we'd be so fine. on, oh, life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Shaboom, shaboom. Ya-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, shaboom, shaboom. Ya-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, shaboom, shaboom. Ya-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, shaboom.
The song written and originally performed by the Chords, a black R&B group. At the time, often white artists recorded sanitized cover versions of music originally performed by black artists. On this date in 1965, President Johnson ordered another 50,000 American soldiers into the Vietnam War.
We do not want an expanding struggle with consequences that no one can foresee, nor will we bluster or bully or flaunt our power. But we will not surrender, and we will not retreat.
The call-ups brought the total force up to 125,000. On this date in 1984, the 23rd Olympics opened in Los Angeles minus 14 Eastern Bloc nations who boycotted the Games because of the U.S. boycott of the 1980 Moscow Olympics due to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan.
Just like 1980, our pulling out and quite a few countries supporting us reduced the 1980 Games to nothing more than a regional competition. It's going to be somewhat the same way. It will not be an Olympics in the true sense of the word.
Spokesman and former Olympian Al Order. Attorney General Edmund Meese told Congress on this date in 1987, specifically the Congressional Iran-Contra committees, that until he broke the news to President Reagan in 1986, President Reagan had been unaware profits from arms sales to Iran had been turned over to Nicaraguan Contra rebels.
We had found evidence of a diversion of funds from the Iranian initiative to the freedom fighters in Nicaragua. And the president was quite surprised and indicated he had not known anything of this.
In 2002, 9 Pennsylvania coal miners rescued after 77 hours of being trapped in a mine shaft. It was so bad that miner Blake Mayhew said they had been preparing for death.
Water started rising, and we was running out of room, so I asked the boss if he had a pen. I said, well, I want to write my wife and kids, to tell them I love them.
On this date in 2009, the Senate Judiciary Committee approved Sonia Sotomayor to be the first Hispanic justice on the Supreme Court. 10 years ago today, it was made official as Hillary Clinton became the first woman to accept a major party's nomination for president at the Democrat Convention in Philadelphia.
I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
Hillary would lose to Donald Trump in the November elections in 2016, 10 years ago today. And in 2022, catastrophic flooding devastated eastern Kentucky, resulting in 45 fatalities, causing damage to thousands of homes and businesses. Passing on this date in history, the infamous poet Cyrano de Bergerac, composer Antonio Vivaldi, composer Johann Sebastian Bach, Canadian actress Marie Dressler, actor Sam Edwards, an exceptional wrestler Carl Gotch, and from Private Benjamin and Laugh-In, the very, very delightful Eileen Brennan. Birthdays on this date of those who are no longer with us include the author Beatrix Potter, entertainer Rudy Valley, inventor Earl Tupper, the man who created Tupperware, composer Carmen Dragon, First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and from Mary Tyler Moore Show and Everybody Loves Raymond, George Engel. All born on this date in history, they have all left the building.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
The man who created the lasagna-loving cat Garfield, Jim Davis, 81 years old today. Jonathan Edwards, songwriter, singer, Sunshine, his biggest hit. And how about Sally Struthers? She is 79 today.
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and fat.
From All in the Family, Sally Struthers, 79 today. You remember all the admission scandal issues? This woman, who starred on Full House, Lori Loughlin, 62.
All I want to know is if the baby is healthy.
The babies will be just fine.
See that, Jess? The babies will be just fine, Helen. Let's go. Did she say babies?
She said babies. From Full House, Lori Loughlin, 62, and British singer Cher Lloyd is 33. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 28th day of July as their birthday. If this happens to be your birthday...
Hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say... Happy birthday to you!
Before we take our first break, I want to thank Brian, who sent us a nice donation at classicradio.stream using the Buy Me a Coffee function, bought us 5 Dr. Peppers. Here's what he had to say. What a wonderful service you provide. I really enjoy I Was a Communist for the FBI and Johnny Dollar. I think Dana Andrews did a great job with that. And Johnny Dollar, no matter what a lot of people, I think most people believe that Bob Bailey was the best Johnny Dollar, but a number of these shows, the character was great. Particularly the earlier ones I was not a particular fan of. But I will tell you that Bob Bailey and Mandel Kramer did a good job in the closing years of the show. From 55 on, it was an exceptional show. The earlier show was not really a fond of. Going on with what Brian said, I listen at work, at home doing chores, and even riding my motorcycle with earbuds. I'll try not to play any sirens, because I know that could confuse you. Oh, and I particularly enjoy the shows from Armed Forces Radio that still have the civics lessons spot still in. A lot of the 50s ones, that's the only way we have any of them. But some appreciation for how the Armed Forces Radio was able to fill those commercial spots that they couldn't run. But thank you, Brian. We appreciate you. Anybody want to send us a couple of bucks, you can do that at classicradio.stream. Radio's outstanding theater of thrill suspense was the Key Show. What I call the red-headed stepchild was the half hour of high adventure that was Escape. And you're going to hear high adventure with someone you wouldn't ordinarily, or most of our listeners, who know Parley Baer. Well, I'll talk about this in a moment. Escape is next here on Classic Radio Theater.
I got nothing against a little drink, a little fun, but the law of the land shouldn't be for sale.
Buford Pusser. He became a legend in our time, and he never stopped walking tall.
You let them do this to me and get away with it, and you give them the eternal right to do the same damn thing to any one of you.
Walking Tall. Now, more than ever, you must see it. Walking Tall. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
So, nobody really ever sponsored nationally Escape. I think there were a couple of times where some regional sales of Escape happened. But not on a continuing basis did Escape ever get a real ongoing sponsor. And it's sad because a number of people have told us that the Escape shows are better than many of the suspense shows. I think they're both quite good. And here we get an example of an individual, Parley Baer, whom most of us know as Chester in radio's Gunsmoke, and more of a light-hearted character and a background character. Here, he carries this half hour of Escape. From 77 years ago, July 28, 1949, Parley Baer is a second-class passenger.
You are trapped in the native quarter of Mozambique, with the police closing in on you, while at your feet lie 2 dead men, and standing beside you is a sultry girl who offers you escape.
We offer you Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure. Tonight, we escape to Mozambique in Southeast Africa, and a fantastic series of adventures, as Percival Gibbon tells it in his story of the Second-Class Passenger.
That's me, Ronald A. Dawson, second-class passenger. Oh, I could have afforded first class by pinching a little here and there, but nobody back at Ralston's department store in Cedar Rapids will ever know. The important thing is they'll say Ronald Dawson in drapery is taking a cruise around the world. And then there's really very little difference in the accommodations. And the second-class passengers are every bit as interesting as the first-class crowd. Take Miss Patterson, for instance. You'd look far to find a more charming, likable, and altogether desirable young lady. Just the life of the party. We'd gotten to be quite good friends by the time our cruise put in at Mozambique. Although the competition was always stiff, I can tell you. There were times when I wished those other two, Jones and Twitchell, had missed the boat somewhere along the line.
Well, we still a good couple of hours before we sail.
I say, how about a ride in one of those native carriages, Miss Patterson, what?
Oh, do you think they'd be clean?
Oh, personally, I doubt it.
Oh, really, Mr. Dawson? Well, I don't know as I'd care too much now. That wozo made me woozy.
Great stuff, wozo. It would take a Greek to think of a drink like that.
Or to drink it.
I say, Miss Patterson, you kill me.
We might do the fort, you know. The guidebook says it's a main point of interest.
No.
Let's see. Built by the Portuguese in 1640.
Oh, never mind the statistics. I dare say the fort's as dreary as the rest of this place.
Yes. Mozambique's not at all like what you'd imagine Mozambique to be like. What? What?
Yeah, it's a one-horse town, all right. Main street and a couple of alleys.
And so dirty. You know, you'd think they'd do something about it in this day and age.
Well, it will be a relief to get back on board ship and have a nice hot bath.
And real American food instead of that greasy fried octopus we had for lunch at that Greek place.
Oh, yes, weren't they awful?
They're part of the broadening experience of travel, huh?
Yes, I suppose so. Like that cute idol I bought. You know, I just can't wait till I... Oh, Mr. Dawson?
Yes, Miss Patterson?
Where's my idol?
Why, I thought Jones had it, or Twitchell.
Not me, old man.
Oh, no, old boy. You insisted on carrying it for Miss Patterson. Don't you remember?
Oh, dear. I must have left it back at the Greek restaurant. I'm so sorry.
I did so want that idol. Do you think you could go back for it, Mr. Dawson?
Well, yes, Miss Patterson, of course. That is, though I wonder if I'll have time before the boat sails.
Oh, I'm sure you will if you hurry.
Certainly, old man. You got more than an hour yet.
Well, I rather thought
I'd terribly nice of you.
Yes, well, I'll go at once.
Oh, you are so kind, my dear Mr. Dawson. Now, mind you don't miss the boat.
Oh, goodness, I'll try not to. Why, chances are I'll catch up with you before you reach the landing stage.
All right. And we'll wait for you till the very last minute.
I could have throttled that supercilious Jones, insisting I had time. I knew there was time. But I had no desire to run off after a heavy bronze curio and leave Jones and Twitchell alone with Miss Patterson. She was too nice a person, and they were such dreadful bores. Yes, and I suspected them of being phonies, too. But there was no helping it now, so I made my way back up the main street toward Lazarus Restaurant, where we'd had our indigestible Greek lunch. Somehow this main street of Mozambique looked different now in the quick African twilight. The little saloons and the sidewalks were filling with men of every nationality and color, and many of them wore knives thrust through the belts of their thin white suits. knives that looked as sharp as the glances they threw at me. And I must confess, I felt a little strange and unwanted. And then, lounging toward me in the crowd, I saw a large woman clad in a sort of burnous, but her brown face was unveiled. Her lips were painted scarlet, and from the corner of her mouth dangled a cigarette. Her eyes were heavily mascaraed, and when she looked at me, terror seized me. I was afraid she would speak to me, and I didn't know what I should do or say, but she didn't. Instead... she laughed. And the way the loiterers responded, I was convinced that they were laughing with her at me. I must say I was relieved to reach the entrance of Lazarus' restaurant.
Hey, Gerete. Good evening, sir. De la mesa. A little dinner for the gentlemen?
Well, no, thank you. You see, as a matter of fact, I just lunched here today. And very good, excellent meal.
Aristo.
Yes, well, I left a curio here, probably under the table. Did you find it?
Curio?
Yes, some sort of a bronze god. It was wrapped in newspaper.
Ah, yes. We got him right here for you.
Oh, have you? Well, that's good. I'm in a hurry to get back to the boat.
Yes. You better hurry. Pretty soon she rain.
Rain? Why, there's not a cloud in the sky.
You see. Every night she rain in Mozambique.
Yes, well, you ought to know, but I still doubt it. Yes, well, here, buy yourself a cigar.
Aristo.
Yes.
You hurry quick before she rains.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm not made of sugar, you know. Well, in just the few moments I had been inside the restaurant, night had fallen. That sudden nightfall of the tropics. I looked overhead and clearly saw the stars. Thinking what a bad weather forecaster that Greek was, I tucked Miss Patterson's silly bronze idol under my arm and started off for the waterfront. I hadn't gone 200 yards when a large, warm drop of rain splattered on the back of my neck and then two more on my hat. And before I could take cover under an arch, it was raining like Iowa in April. It didn't look like it would let up soon, and I wondered if there might not be a shorter way to the waterfront than the long walk down the main street and then the long way to the left along the docks. Surely one of these alleys that turned off to the left would lead me directly to the harbor and the landing stage. So I left the protection of the archway and turned into the alley at my left. 4 steps from the main street, and I was engulfed in darkness, wading through filth and mud over my ankles. But I was certain that I was on the right track, so I walked straight into a blank wall. I turned to retrace my steps, but I could see no lights anywhere. I felt along the wall until it gave into another alley, followed it to another blank wall, and then into another one. Now it began to rain in earnest. I stopped, looked about me. Not a light, not a sound except the rush of rain. And then, slowly, a sickening fear flowed through me as I realized that I was completely, hopelessly lost.
For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of an angle, the job may be lost. Every Friday night, reigning stars and rising stars of show business bring their best acts to CBS and get advice for improvement from three top showmen, Clifton Fadiman, Abe Burrows, and Broadway playwright-director George S. Kaufman. It provides an unparalleled hour of entertainment, plus an unusual look at the inside of show business. The program, This is Broadway. The time, Friday nights. The station, most of these same CBS network stations. Don't miss This is Broadway. And now, we return to the second act of Escape and tonight's story, Second Class Passenger by Percival Gibbon.
I stood alone and frightened in the tortuous back alleys of Mozambique. Alone, frightened and lost. If it was dark before, it was now black as a tomb. I struggled on through the rain. I don't know how far I walked through those foul and fetid passageways, nor for how long. But at last, feeling my way around a corner, I saw a slit of light, a horizontal flicker beckoning beneath the door. And I heard voices. I moved forward, feeling my way, hands outstretched before me. I found the door, lifted the bronze idol, and rapped it against the wet black wood. The voices stopped.
What do you want?
I've lost my way. I'm wet through, and I don't know where I am. Would you please let me in?
Yeah. Of course you may come in. You aren't exactly whom we expected, but come in. Come in.
What is that?
I beg your pardon?
That parcel you are carrying.
This. It's a curio, an idol of some sort. A friend of mine left it at a restaurant
You
just down...
are a tourist from the cruise boat?
Why, yes. Yes, that's right. How did you know?
What are you doing here so late, so wet? The boat sails soon.
Yes, I know. I was trying to take a shortcut to the landing stage, and I got lost somehow. You see, I came ashore with some friends from the second class. I left them to come back and fetch this idol.
Give the young man a chair, Yagun.
Oh, thank you. Oh, but I must go on. If you can just direct me
You could
to where
never
I'm...
find your way in this rain. It will not stop for a while yet. You may as well wait here.
Well, that's awfully kind, but if...
We may be able to provide some entertainment for our second-class tourists soon as Marlene's friends arrive.
Friends? The police are not my friends.
You led them to us.
You are responsible for the police search, not I.
Please, if
you
you
have
don't...
been stupid to kill a man for no reason.
Stupid, am I?
You use a knife, you get caught, you go to prison.
Why don't you talk with the prefect of police again?
If you could just give me directions...
for living a gun with work, sometimes with jail. I have paid. Now it is your turn.
You could help us once more. Only once more. We could be out of this sewer and down the coast to Laurenzo Marquez or Cape Town.
Well, why don't you help us once more?
Yes, why?
Always you say once more, once more. Now there is no more.
You are a she-pig, a defiled and debauched daughter
I beg your pardon, sir.
What?
That's no way to speak to a lady.
What?
I'm serious. I don't like to hear such language used to a lady. I must ask you to apologize.
What have you got to do with all this?
You just came in out of the rain from the second class.
Don't fight with him. There's trouble enough already.
But what right has he got to come in here?
Yesterday you stabbed the Egyptian.
What of it?
Don't stab this one. Do you want the police to find you here with a corpse?
A corpse?
What does it matter how the police find us? We wait for them. Because we have no choice. You put them on us. We should do away with you.
Why do you lie, even to yourself? Why must you hide your own blame behind my skirts? You are not man nor beast. You are just...
Don't go on. Don't you dare say.
There! You are just a cochon.
No one says that to me. And
He-
got a knife.
Thief!
I'll
Thief!
teach you. No, you don't.
Why, you meddling American fool. You've killed him.
Stand back, or I'll brain you with this idol.
With my own hands, I'll...
He forgot. I carry a knife.
I've killed a man with this little curio, and you've killed another with your knife. 2 men murdered. I must get back to the ship.
The ship we can worry about later. First, we must get out of here. The police will arrive any minute.
police?
Yes. Come, it is not raining so hard now.
Yes, Oh.
Quiet. It is the police. They have come for these 2. They will be on both sides of it here. Hold my hand. Stand perfectly still. I will tell you when it's safe to move. Now. They are all around us, so they won't hear us. Come, now.
Where are we going?
We are escaping. But if you know from what we are escaping, you would not care where. Hurry. Hang on to my hand and hurry. They found the bodies. Now they're after us.
Well, what will we do?
There is a door nearby. We must find it. Feel along the wall here. Farther. Farther. It must be here.
Yes, here it is.
Push it in.
It won't budge. It's bolted from
You
inside.
must push it in. It's the only way.
All right. Not yet.
Hit it again.
It's giving.
Once more. Good, my friend, my great strong friend. Up these stairs now, quickly.
Yes. Where are we going now?
To the roof. Wait. The rain has stopped.
Yes, the stars are coming out.
Look, across the rooftops. There is your ship out in the harbor.
I must get to it.
You hear them. We're not safe yet. Over the wall to the next roof. Hurry. Now, over the next parapet.
Up you go. Are you all right?
Yes. Come up quietly.
What's that over there? A tent?
Over sort, yes. You're not where the people sleep on the roofs. You must walk like a rat.
Who are they?
Who knows? If they see us, they will think you have come for their women.
But we could say that
There would be nothing to say. Shh. Someone's crawling out of the tent.
A man with a sheet wrapped around him. He's coming this way.
Yes.
Why doesn't he see us?
His eyes are clouded with sleep, perhaps.
If he sees us...
It will be too late.
Well, then he won't. There. That took the fight out of him.
Take this, my little knife. Just a prick and he's quite safe.
No. He's still enough now. He can't harm us.
It was splendid. With only the bare hands to make an armed man.
Armed? I didn't know he was armed.
Of course. That you may always be sure. Look, there in his belt.
A dagger?
Yes. You are truly magnificent, my friend. You are a man.
And you?
Yes.
You are a wonderful woman.
I was wondering when you would kiss me. When you took offense at what the Russian said to me, I knew you would. But I wondered how soon.
Yes. Yes, I suppose I knew, too. In a way. At least I thought how much I'd like to. But I wouldn't have had the courage before all this, I suppose.
Courage? Your courage is of the lion. Your strength is of the
My
great...
boat.
What?
My boat. I mustn't miss it.
You want to go back to the second class?
Well, that's what I was trying to do when I knocked on your door. I've missed my dinner as it is.
Missed your dinner? Yes, that is so. But haven't you gained something else?
What?
Me. Look.
Oh.
Now, look at me. Is it nothing, friend, that you have saved me for yourself? You conquer men as though you were bred on the roofs of Mozambique. You fight like a hero, a rush, a blow, a tumble, and you have them lying at your feet.
I'd fight. I'd fight for you as long as there was anyone to fight.
You would. I know you would.
You lead on.
Where?
Wherever you will.
Come.
You know, I don't expect anyone to believe this. Looking back, I'm still unsure that it really happened to me. It's as though I dreamed it. I don't know how many roofs we crossed after that, a dozen, perhaps maybe 20. I don't even remember the great ship lying out in the harbor, her lights blinking with the comforts of civilization. All my senses were focused on this slim, breathtaking figure leading me across the rooftops to a shadowy destination in which only one thing was certain. She would be there. I suppose in that moment, armed only with the blood-stained bronze idol, I was invincible. At last, she led me down a creaking wooden stair that hung precariously on the sheer side of a house. And once more, we were in the mud of a gloomy alley. We made our way down the alley and out into a little square where a night breeze rustled in the palms and smelled of the sea. And across the way, a dim light showed through a big open door.
The little church is San Sebastian.
Oh.
Espera, ¿dónde va?
No, the police.
After all this?
No traten fugir.
Che pretende vostro comim?
Tem comissão de trágama, señorita.
Oh, ¿por qué ho fatto nada?
Tal vez, viéramos. Ya vamos.
Oh, capitane, io Pepe non possible de pensar.
Non este occasione, signorina, indo con la polizia.
What does he want?
He says he won't let me go.
The devil he won't. What does he want you for?
Oh, my friend, these little policemen, they always arrest me when they get a chance. It is tiresome.
Bastante. Cale a boca. Vamos.
No!
Take your hands off her. Leave her alone.
Outra palavra, senhor. E prisão por ti também.
Run before he can get to his feet. Yes. No, not that way. Into the church, to sanctuary. My magnificent one, you fear no one. You fight for me as long as there is anyone to fight.
Yes.
Now there will always be someone to fight. They will never leave us alone.
Will they follow us in here?
These police might do anything. I'll do one door they will not dare follow us through.
What is that?
Come, this way. Here, this door. First, I must wrap my skirts close. Now, come cleanly through the middle. Please do not rub the walls as you come. No. There, we are safe for a while. They will not follow us through that door.
Why not?
It was the door of the unclean, the door of the lepers.
The door of the...
It is all right. We didn't touch the portal.
Oh.
See, at the far end of the alley are the lights of the waterfront.
Yes. Where do we go now?
We have a little time now to breathe the clean air of the harbor. And then I know a little cafe will wait. Someone is coming. Step walk in the shadow until they pass.
I've never seen such a rainstorm.
It certainly was something right home of our own.
Listen, what is it?
I wonder what's happened to good old Dawson.
Drenched, no doubt.
Oh, I do hope he's found my idol.
The idol. I must return the idol.
No, don't. My friend, this is the greatest danger of all.
Can't stand here and wait any longer for him.
Of course not. We missed dinner as it is.
Goodbye.
Don't go. Don't go. Don't go.
In there to eat, because I'm just starving to death.
Hello there.
Yes, Mr. Dawson.
Well, I got here before you, it appears.
Oh, did you find the idol?
Yes, but for a moment there, I was afraid I should miss the boat.
I say, old boy, well, you're a bit disheveled, what?
Yes, I got caught in the rain.
And my idol. Oh, Mr. Dawson, you got it all dirty.
Yes, it is a bit mussed. I dropped it once or twice, I fear.
Well, that was clumsy of you.
Nothing that a little soap and water won't put to rights, I dare say.
Well, we better hurry along. I'd hate to spend any more time in this dreadful place.
So should I.
Whoa, there's the whistle. That's the last warning, no doubt. Come on, everybody.
Yes. Are you coming, Dawson? Don't stand there mooning. We'll miss the boat.
Yes, in just a moment.
I say, is there someone standing over there in the shadow of that alley?
I'm not sure. I thought for a moment...
I could have sworn that I saw you wave goodbye to someone.
Well, perhaps I did. To Mozambique, to adventure and romance.
What? Oh, I say, that's good. That's very good. Adventure. Romance. What? In this pest hole?
Twitchell, what would you say if I told you I had just killed a man, fled over the rooftops of the city, made love to a beautiful woman, fought the police, escaped through the leper's gate,
and... Heavens, Dawson, I'd said that you had the wildest imagination I'd ever heard of. Nothing like that ever happens to a second-class passenger. What?
No, I suppose you're right. Nothing like that ever happens to a second-class passenger.
Come on, Dawson, we'll miss the boat!
Escape is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald. Tonight we have presented Second Class Passenger by Percival Gibbon and adapted for radio by William N. Robeson. Featured in the cast were Parley Baer as Mr. Dawson and Georgia Ellis as Marlene, with Paul Dubove, Ben Wright, Vivi Janis, John Daner, Edgar Barrier, and Nestor Paiva. Special music arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch.
Next week, you are located on a remote plantation in the crawling Amazon jungle, and an immense army of ravenous ants is closing in on you, swarming in to eat you alive. A deadly black army from which there is no escape.
Next week, we escape with Carl Stevenson's terrifying story, Leiningen versus the Ants. Be with us next week at the same time when once again we offer you Escape.
Just a second-class passenger. Parley Baer in Escape, 77 years ago, July 28, 1949, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, Jack Webb from that same year with Dragnet.
One of the great musical events of this year is a motion picture. It is called Electroglide in Blue. Its soundtrack features the talents of many top contemporary artists, including the hit single Tell Me, sung by Terry Kath of Chicago, now available on Columbia Records. Electroglide in Blue is something to hear and something to see. From United Artists, rated PG, parental guidance suggested.
Robert Blake, the star of the movie, just hated Electroglide in Blue. I thought it was an okay movie, but in fact, he said on the Carson show, he didn't mention the particular movie, but he complained he only got paid $20,000 for the movie. And interestingly enough, the producer of the motion picture, first-time director, James William Gierko, took a $1 salary to hire Conrad Hall as the cinematographer. And so they worked on the whole thing. And interestingly enough, Gierko, the producer of Chicago, the rock band. And you had Peter Cetera, Terry Kath, Lee Loughnane, and Walter Parzader, and Hawk Walensky from the Gierko-produced band Madura in the movie. And they also, as you heard, performed on the soundtrack. So there you go. A little side note away from the old radio, and some more current movies. Not really current, that was 73. Let's go to Dragnet now. Oh, by the way, before we go to Dragnet, let's look at a couple of the headlines from the Thursday that was July 28, 1949. President Truman promised to give Congress plenty of advance notice before taking any steps toward sharing U.S. atomic bomb secrets with Britain and Canada. French National Assembly took one of the next to final steps to bring the North Atlantic Treaty into effect. Their assembly voted to, after long and stormy debate, to approve it. Communists and their followers, who called it a police pact aimed at Russia, made up the majority of the no votes. A confused and divided Senate sent the big foreign aid bill back to committee after bitterly disputing over earmarking $2 billion for the purchase of surplus U.S. crops. Let's see. In other news, in Washington, it was announced chiefs of the U.S. Army, Navy, and Air Force will fly to Europe to discuss the arms aid program with the military leaders of the Atlantic Pact countries. City of Miami celebrating its 53rd birthday on this date back in 1949. And in other interesting stories, Zazu Pitts, actress is plagued by performance interruptions this summer. She didn't change expression when a firecracker exploded near her on the stage of the Summer Theater at Norwich, Connecticut. She said, "I imagine at this time I'm supposed to say something funny," she ad-libbed. Also, New York's new Senator, John Foster Dulles, not talking about home rule for Washington or any of the other big issues, which he's concerned as a newly elected member of the District of Columbia. Alrighty, that's a quick look at the news stories from Thursday, July 28, 1949. Let's tune in to first season episode of Dragnet, and this goes back 77 years, July 28, 1949, and it's a Christmas show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
NBC brings you Dragnet.
You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to missing persons detail. You've never heard of Fountain Green, Utah. You've never heard of Juanita Laskey. Los Angeles is a big city, 452 square miles, 3,356,969 people. Your job, find her.
Dragnet, the documented drama of an actual crime investigated and solved by the men who unrelentingly stand watch on the security of your home, your family, and your life. For the next 30 minutes, in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department, you will travel step by step on the side of the law through an actual case from official police files. From beginning to end, from crime to punishment, Dragnet is the story of your police force in action.
It was Monday, December 12th. It was cold in Los Angeles. We were working the day watch out of missing persons detail. My partner's Ben Romero. The boss is Ed Backstrand, chief of detectives. My name's Friday. I was on my way back from lunch, and it was 12:47 p.m. when I got to room 67A. Missing persons detail.
Where'd you eat?
Federal Cafe. Good soup today.
What kind?
Corn chowder. It was real good. Place is jammed with Christmas shoppers. I had to wait.
Haven't even started my shopping yet. You?
Oh, I gotta pick up something for my mother. Prices are high. I'll send a lot of cards.
Wait till you get married, Joe. Ever try to sell a Christmas card to a kid? They got to have something with wheels on it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Missing persons, Friday.
Fountain Green, Utah, calling the Los Angeles Police Department. Bureau of Missing Persons. My party will speak with anyone in charge.
This is missing persons, Sergeant Friday.
Just a moment, please. Mrs. Laskey, ready with your call to Los Angeles.
Hello?
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 Here's your party. Go ahead, please.
Operator?
Yes, madam.
Could you please give me the charges for this call? I'm using my neighbor's phone.
All right, madam. Please signal when your call is completed.
Oh, yes. I'll do that.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello? Are you missing persons?
Yes, ma'am. Sergeant Friday.
This is Mrs. Helen Laskey. I'm calling you from Fountain Green, Utah.
Yes, ma'am.
This is in regard to my daughter, Juanita Laskey. I haven't heard from her in well over a month, and I'm terribly worried.
Where was she staying in Los Angeles, Miss Laskey?
At the Chelsea Hotel for Women. I have the address. 941 South Melrose Street. I can't understand it. Ever since Juanita's been away from home, she's written twice a week regularly.
When's the last time you heard from her?
The last letter I have is postmarked November 2nd. You know how it is, Sergeant. We have no relatives in Los Angeles, and she's trying to find work down there, living all alone. I just don't know what to do.
All right, Miss Laskey. I'll take her description over the phone and make out a preliminary report. You'll have to send us a photograph of your daughter and a letter to the effect that you want us to trace her.
I'll get the letter and the snapshot off today.
Now, what's your daughter look like? What's her full name?
Juanita Marie Laskey.
Laskey.
No E.
All right. Her age, weight, and height.
She was 26 last July 10th, 128 pounds, and about my height.
Well, how tall are you, Miss Laskey?
Oh, yes. 5 feet 7 inches. She has auburn hair. It's quite long, and her eyes are green.
Okay, I got it. Any outstanding scars, birthmarks, anything that might help us identify her?
But what's that?
I say any outstanding scars, birthmarks, anything that might help us identify her.
No. Juanita's a pretty girl. Nice disposition. Oh, that's about all, Sergeant.
Where can we contact you, Miss Laskey?
122 Brigham Young Street, Fountain Green, Utah. When you find Juanita, I wish you'd have her call me right away. I'll pay for the call.
We'll do that, Miss Laskey. What's your number up there?
This is the neighbor's phone, but they'll call me. It's Fountain Green 14R2.
Yeah.
You will try to find her as fast as you can.
We'll go to work on it.
Well, Juanita always comes home for the Christmas holidays. Do you think she's all right?
I wouldn't worry about it, Miss Laskey. We'll call you just as soon as we get any kind of a lead on her.
Oh, thank you so much, Sergeant. And if there's any charge, I'll be glad to pay it.
No charge. If your daughter's in Los Angeles, I think we can find her.
Oh, if there's anything wrong, you'll let me know right away?
Yes, ma'am.
You're very kind. Goodbye.
Bye.
What you got, Joe?
Some girl owes her mother a letter. Come on, Ben. Just a routine call. We made the usual check, the morgue, all the hospitals, the county jail. And then we went through the repeater file. We found a Juanita Laskey in the files, but the age and description didn't match. We put that lead in the discard. After the usual paperwork, the next step was to check her last known residence, the Chelsea Hotel for Women.
Here it is, Joe. Chelsea Hotel.
Yeah. 55 rooms, all outside. You're home away from home. Now, let's go in.
Chelsea Hotel. Thank you.
Here's a bell.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
We're looking for a Miss Juanita Laskey.
I'll ring her room. Whom shall I say is calling?
Is she in?
I believe so. I just saw her about an hour ago.
Okay, would you ring her room, please?
Yes, sir. And whom shall I say is calling?
My name's Friday.
All right, Mr. Friday. Just a moment. Do you wish to speak with her on the phone, or shall I have her come down?
Ask her to come down if she doesn't mind.
She doesn't seem to answer. That's funny. I'll ring again. No, sir, she doesn't seem to be in. Would you like to leave a message?
Didn't you say you saw her about an hour ago?
Yes, I did. She must have gone out again.
I wonder if we could check her room.
Oh, no. Gentlemen are not allowed above the main lobby.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're from the police department. Missing persons. I'm Sergeant Friday. This is Sergeant Romero.
Oh. You men are from Missing Persons, did you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm sure Juanita's just stepped out for a moment if you'd care to wait here in the lobby.
We haven't got much time, ma'am. We'd appreciate it if you'd show us her room.
Certainly. I'll get the pass key. That's 215. The elevator's right this way.
Thank you.
What seems to be the trouble? Some friend of Juanita's missing?
No, ma'am. Juanita.
Juanita? I don't understand.
Her mother's a little worried about her.
Down this way. Here we are. No wonder she didn't hear the phone. She's in the shower.
Yes, ma'am. Would you rap on the bathroom door and tell her we'd like to talk to her as soon as she's through?
We'll wait out here in the hall.
Certainly. Juanita? Juanita, there are two gentlemen here to see you. Juanita? Juanita? I'm coming in. It's Miss Waters. Sergeant,
Yeah?
there's no one in the shower.
Well, it's running, isn't it?
Yes, and I see a robe and towel all laid out.
We better take a look around.
Turn off the shower, will you, Ben?
Yeah.
She must have left in a hurry.
Say, here's a fresh change of clothing on the bed.
Where's the closet, ma'am? This door?
Yes, that's right.
Closet full of clothes.
There's a couple of pieces of luggage in there.
This isn't like Juanita. Funny, isn't it?
You say you saw her about an hour ago.
Yes, I did.
Coming in or going out?
Oh, coming in, I thought.
You have room service here?
Yes, we have a coffee shop downstairs.
Uh-huh. The tray of food here on the table hasn't been touched. Coffee's still warm. Shut that radio off, will you, Ben?
Yeah.
Could she have gotten out of the building without you seeing her?
No, we don't have a rear entrance.
You sure you didn't see her go out the front door just before we got here?
No, I did not.
How about her mail? Has she been picking it up lately?
I think so. We can check that down at the desk.
Yeah, here's some letters. Postmark Utah. Return address. Mrs. H. Laskey. It's mother.
Yeah, let me see that other one, Ben. This is one of your telephone message forms?
Let me see. Yes, that's right.
Says long distance call operator 2, Fountain Green, Utah. According to this slip, this call was received at 1:25 today.
May I see that,
Certainly.
Sergeant?
Here you are.
Yes, that's Edna's writing. Mrs. Tollefson took that call. She relieves me for lunch.
Well, do you know whether she returned this call?
Well, if she did, there'll be a record down at the desk.
Uh-huh. Now, you're positive that you saw Juanita Laskey an hour ago?
Yes, I'm sure. Just about an hour ago.
5'7", 128 pounds, green eyes, red hair.
Red hair? Oh, no. Juanita's a blonde.
Her mother told us that Juanita Laskey had red hair. Now, we weren't too surprised. A lot of women change the color of their hair. It would make identification a little more difficult, but not impossible. We checked down at the desk. Juanita Laskey had picked up all her mail, but she had not answered that long-distance phone call to Fountain Green. The next step was to question some of the people in the Chelsea Hotel who knew Juanita. We tried room 217.
Yeah, oh, Gloria, these men are police officers. They want to ask you some questions.
Oh, yes. Is it all right for them to...
Yes, of course. This is an exception.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
What's your name, miss?
Gloria Edgerton.
You know Juanita Laskey?
Yes, I know her. She has the room right next door to me.
Have you seen her today?
No, I haven't. I've been out doing my Christmas shopping. Why?
We were trying to locate her, Miss Edgerton.
Well, isn't she in her room? I thought I heard her shower going.
Yes, you did, but she wasn't in there. When was the last time you saw her?
Last night at dinner. We always eat dinner together.
Did she say anything that might lead you to believe that she was going anywhere today?
No. She said she might do some Christmas shopping today, so I suggested she go with me, and she agreed. She said she'd let me know this morning.
Did she?
No, she didn't. I just assumed that maybe she was sleeping in, so I went on alone. Are you sure she hasn't just stepped out?
We don't know.
If you're just going down to the corner, it's a little unusual to leave the shower running, the radio on, and let your lunch get cold.
Did she do that?
How long has Juanita had blonde hair?
Well, ever since I've known her, about 6 months. We moved in here together. We work at the same place.
Where's that, Miss Edgerton?
At the Clagett building. We're elevator operators.
I see. Who's your immediate superior down there?
Darlene Camp. She's chief
starter.
Mm-hmm. You got that, Ben? Mm-hmm. She have many dates?
No, not too many. Juanita likes to go steady.
Who was her steady boyfriend?
Paul Matthews. He works in the Claggett building, too. He's in the dental lab for Dr. Welty, 6th floor.
Well, is there anything else that you'd like to add that might help us find her?
Well, are you sure she's lost?
The Claggett building is in the heart of downtown Los Angeles. It's a business and professional building. The cornerstone says erected in 1924, and it stands 12 stories high. The main entrance is on Hill Street.
Going up. That's all in this car, please. All right, Marion. Going up. Get back in the car, please.
Are you Darlene Camp?
Yes. Just a moment, please. Going up. All right, Dora. Can I help you?
I'm Sergeant Friday, Police Department. This is Sergeant Romero.
Yes, sir.
Juanita Laskey work for you?
Yes, she does. She's one of my operators.
When's the last time you saw her?
Anything wrong?
No, we're just trying to locate her.
Well, you just missed her by 45 minutes. All right, Sylvia. She was in to pick up a check.
Do you know where she cashes her check?
Most of the girls cash them down at the bank on the corner. There's only one around here over on 8th.
You say about 45 minutes ago?
Yes, that's right.
Thanks very much, Miss Camp. Come on, Ben.
Going up. All right, Marion.
Bank's not far from here.
It is kind of funny, isn't it?
What's that?
Her room, the shower, the radio, that lunch.
Sure pulled out in a hurry. What do you think?
I don't know what to figure. It's a new one on me.
She's alive, we know that.
Well, she was, 45 minutes ago, anyway.
Christmas is here. Santa Claus in his chimney.
Yeah.
No.
I beg your pardon, sir.
That's all right. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Here we are, Joe.
Guess we better check with the manager, huh? You the manager?
I'm the assistant manager. Can I help you?
Police department.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to find out if a check has been cashed here within the hour.
Yes, sir. And what's the party's name?
Lasky, Juanita, payroll check, Claggett building.
Yes, sir. I know Miss Lasky. If you'll step behind the counter, I'll get the check.
Thank you.
If you'll just wait right here.
Okay, thanks.
Wonder why she stopped writing to her mother.
It's a good question. When we find her, we'll ask her.
Wonder if anything was wrong where she worked.
No, it didn't seem to be. We'll check back there when we finish here.
Yeah, and that boyfriend, Paul Matthews, too.
Yeah. Oh, here's our man.
Yes, sir. Here's the canceled check. I okayed it.
You sure it's the same girl?
Blonde girl, elevator operator in the Claggett building.
Was she alone?
Oh, I think so.
Did she appear normal?
No, she didn't seem to be as friendly as she usually is.
Does she have an account here?
She did have a small savings account here, but she closed it out about a month ago.
I see.
Well, here's our card. If you should happen to see her again, give us a call.
I'll do that.
Thank you very much.
Entirely welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We went back to the Claggett building. Ben called the Chelsea Hotel from the phone booth in the lobby of the building. Miss Waters, the manager, was keeping a sharp lookout, but Juanita Laskey had not been heard from. Paul Matthews worked in the dental lab for a Dr. Welty. His office was number 637.
Yes, gentlemen, may I help you?
We'd like to see Paul Matthews.
I'm Paul Matthews.
We're from Missing Persons Police Department. Sergeant Friday. I'm Sergeant Merrill.
Yes, sir.
Do you know a Juanita Laskey?
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you saw her?
Saturday night. We went to a show. Is there something wrong?
We're trying to locate her. Do you see a lot of each other?
Yes, we do. I don't understand.
Miss Lasky disappeared from a hotel a couple hours ago. Thought maybe you might know where she is.
No, I don't. Today's her day off. Maybe she's out shopping. Has Juanita done anything wrong?
No, it's just that her mother hasn't heard from her for quite some time.
I can explain that. Juanita's an elevator operator here in the building. That's how I met her. They don't make much money, you know.
Yeah.
She was having a hard time making ends meet. She sends money home to her mother every month or so, and besides that, she's got to pay rent and buy clothes and eat. It's pretty rough.
She seemed despondent over all this?
No, I wouldn't say that, but she was kind of unhappy about not getting a raise.
Do you have any outside job?
No, sir, she didn't.
What kind of a girl is she?
What do you mean?
Cheerful, good-natured?
Oh, sure. Fine girl. We get along swell. I still don't get it.
Well, maybe there's nothing to it. Just a routine check.
I hope she's all right. When did all this come up?
A couple of hours ago. We might have to check back with you.
If I can help.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
Here's our card. If you hear from her, well, give us a ring.
You don't suppose anything's happened to her?
That's what we're trying to find out. Goodbye, Mr. Matthews.
When we got back to Central Division, we had a full description of Juanita Laskey teletyped to all outlying stations in the metropolitan area of Los Angeles. We also put out an APB. We double-checked the repeater file and the wanderer file. We made out a full report on our findings to date. During the next 8 days, we located a missing husband for a wife in Memphis, Tennessee. We picked up a runaway boy missing from his home in Reno, Nevada, and a 79-year-old veteran of the Spanish-American War who left his home in Bakersfield, California because he didn't like his daughter-in-law's cooking. But Juanita Laskey was still a mystery. For 8 days, we checked and rechecked all her known friends and habits. We went back over the course a dozen times, but no trace. It was almost as if she had ceased to exist that day in the Chelsea Hotel. The letter and photograph from her mother had arrived, and we circulated it to cities all over the country. Her mother wrote that during the war, Juanita was a whack corporal. We put a tracer through to the War Department. That way, we'd have another photo and a full set of fingerprints.
Well, where do you want to start today?
I'll get it. Missing persons, Friday.
Joe, this is Spencer over in the morgue.
Yeah, Archie.
You still looking for that girl? What's her name? Ramona Laskey?
Juanita, yeah.
Just had one brought in. Looks like your girl to me.
The city morgue is located in the basement of the Hall of Justice on West Temple Street, across the street from the City Hall. A lot of missing persons cases end right here. Archie Spencer met us at the door.
Hi, Joe. How's the wife been?
Oh, fine, Archie.
Over here, Joe. Cooler 23. Give me a hand, huh?
You bet.
That's her, isn't it?
When's she going to be posted?
As soon as your fingerprint man gets here.
Yeah.
That's Ramona Laskey, isn't it?
Juanita.
Juanita, I mean.
No. No, that's not her, Archie.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I was almost positive. Sure looks like this picture in your bulletin.
Yeah, she looks a lot like the picture, but it's not Juanita Laskey.
5'7", green eyes, blonde hair, about 130. How close can you get? And look at the face. You sure that's not her?
Yeah, I'm sure. Look at her hair, the roots.
Yeah.
They're blonde all the way down. They ought to be dark. Our girl's a bleached blonde.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Look at her right hand, index and middle fingers. Heavy nicotine stains. Our girl didn't smoke, Archie.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, guess I was wrong. That's not Ramona.
Juanita. Come on, Ben. That afternoon, we got another phone call from Fountain Green, Utah, Juanita Laskey's mother. We told her we hadn't found any trace of her daughter. It was a hard job. We had to answer calls like this before, but maybe it was just the season of the year. Somehow, we felt that we had to find Juanita Laskey by Christmas. We covered every angle we could think of. We kept close watch on all incoming reports. We stayed in close contact with her friends and Miss Waters at the Chelsea Hotel. Regardless of the name on the incoming reports, we checked every set of fingerprints against those we had received on Juanita Laskey from the War Department. Still, no trace. December 23rd, we checked in for work at 8:30 a.m. Chief Ed Backstrand wanted to see us.
Got a little something on the Laskey girl. Might help you.
What is it, Skipper?
Man by the name of Willard Harris. Owns a bar out in Pomona. Phoned in this morning.
Yeah?
Found a woman's handbag left in the bar. Driver's license made out to Juanita Laskey.
Why'd you think to call us?
He's got a television set in his bar. Saw the Laskey girl's picture on Sergeant Rosenquist's broadcast last night.
How about the girl?
Says he can't place her. You better hop out and pick up that purse.
Willard Harris owned the Mission Trail Bar. It was in the bus terminal in the heart of Pomona. The Christmas traffic was heavy all the way out Garvey Boulevard. It was 10:45 when we pulled up in front of the bar. Willard Harris was inside taking a liquor inventory when we walked in.
How do you do? You, Mr. Harris?
Yes, that's right. You fellas with General Liquors?
Los Angeles Police Department. My name's Friday. This is Sergeant Romero.
Oh, say. Glad to know you boys. Yeah, I called Los Angeles this morning.
We came right out.
Say, how about a little eye-opener? Got some fine Irish whiskey.
No, thanks, Mr. Harris.
How about your partner there?
No, thank you.
All right, boys. Guess you want that purse, huh?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Here you are. Just as I found it. I opened it up to get the owner's name, but that's all. Didn't touch a thing.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Harris. You said that you didn't remember seeing the woman who left this.
No, I don't. Herb works with me here. He might have seen her, but he didn't. I asked him the night we found it.
How long ago did you find this purse?
Oh, better part of 2 weeks. No, a little closer to a week. Yeah, about 8 days ago. I usually hold something like this for 30 days. That's the law, you know.
Yeah.
But I saw that fella on the television on that missing persons program. That's how come I called you, boys.
Well, thanks very much, Mr. Harris.
That's all, boys. It's cold out this morning. Sure you don't want a little nip?
No, thanks, Mr. Harris. Goodbye. We checked the personnel at the bus terminal, but none of them seemed to recognize Juanita Laskey's photograph. We checked the contents of her purse, but we found nothing unusual. 4 $1 bills and some change and the normal things women carry. Since there was money in the bag, we felt sure that Juanita Laskey had lost the purse herself. That meant that she was alive 8 days ago, 2 days after she walked out of the Chelsea Hotel. Thumbprint. That's the only print carried on a California driver's license. It matched the same print on the War Department record. It didn't prove anything except that all the evidence tied in and belonged to the girl we were looking for, Juanita Laskey. The next morning, December 24th, we checked in for work at 8:30. Morning, Ben.
All right, Joe, here's the daily report. You want to check them?
There's a mess of them. Let's get at them. You looked through any of them yet?
No, not yet. I figured I'd wait for you.
All right, I'll take half, huh?
Got any shopping done?
No, you?
Some. Lunch hour mostly.
Mm-hmm. Found some nice cards.
Be sure to send me one.
Yeah, I'll hand it to you in the morning.
Let's trade shaving lotions like we did last year.
If I get any.
You can get some. My kid's got a bottle all picked out for you. It's called South Pole for that cool feeling.
Yeah. Just like the feeling, wasn't it?
Well, he's only a kid. Better when he gets older. Oh, he'll do it.
Tell him Ted Friday on the Laskey case.
Thanks, Holmes. Oh, Ben, listen to this.
Yeah?
Bureau of Criminal Investigation, Sacramento. Here's a kickback on our APB.
Yeah, what's it say?
Reading your APB, number 43 on 12/12/48. Our records disclose that Juanita Laskey applied for a position of civilian clerk at Marchfield, California, U.S. Army Air Base, using alias Gene Davis.
How about the fingerprint classification?
Yeah, let me find it. Yeah, FPC, key 19, primary 32/32, inner over outer, final 15/17.
Prints check out. That's our girl, Joe.
The Sacramento report stated that Gene Davis had applied for government work at Marchfield, California. Well, a couple of things dropped into place. Her purse had been found in Pomona. That's right on the main highway from Los Angeles to Riverside. And the application for a job at the Army Air Base a few miles beyond Riverside. We put through a long-distance phone call, and they told us that Gene Davis was employed there as a civilian clerk, but failed to show up for work that morning.
It seems like we run fresh out of luck every trip, doesn't it?
Yeah, we get so close, and then she's gone again.
What you think she's on the go for?
If I could figure that, I could find her. I'll get it. Missing persons Friday. Yeah? We'll be right over. We didn't find her, but she's been found. Juanita Laskey just walked into the Chelsea Hotel. We went over to the Chelsea Hotel. Technically, our job was completed now. Juanita Laskey had been found. We went over to make out a routine report. The streets were pretty jammed with last-minute Christmas shoppers, so we walked the last block to the hotel.
What's your guess, Joe?
Let's ask her. Come on, let's go in.
That looks like her over by the desk there.
Yeah, pretty well memorized that face.
Sergeant, this is Juanita Laskey. Sergeant Friday and Sergeant Romero. Juanita.
How do you do, Miss Laskey?
How do you do? I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Miss Waters told me.
Do you mind telling us? Where have you been?
Oh, Sergeant, I don't know. These last 12 days have been a complete loss to me. Miss Waters told me what happened. I went over to see my doctor. He said I had temporary amnesia. I have to have treatment.
I see. What's your doctor's name, Miss Laskey?
Dr. Rudner over on Crenshaw.
Well, we're glad you're okay. Kind of had us going there for a while.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I use your phone, Miss Waters?
Oh, certainly. Help yourself.
Thank you.
Long distance?
I'd like to place a person-to-person call to Mrs. Hannah Laskey, Fountain Green, Utah. That number is 14R2.
Fountain Green, Utah, 14R2.
That's right.
Your name and number, please.
Joe Friday, and this is Hempstead 8594.
Thank you. Rate operator. Fountain Green, Utah, route and night person rate from Los Angeles. TC Mount Pleasant, Salt Lake, night person 140. Through Salt Lake. Salt Lake. Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant. Fountain Green. Fountain Green? Fountain Green, 14R2. Mrs. Hannah Laskey, Los Angeles, California, calling. Thank you. Ringing, operator. Hello? Mrs. Hannah Laskey, please. Los Angeles, California, calling.
Oh, yes. Hang on. I'll get her.
Waiting on your party, sir.
Thanks.
Getting through all right, Joe?
Yeah.
Lucky. Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Hello?
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 Hello, Ms. Lasky.
Yes?
Just a minute, Ms. Lasky. Juanita,
Yes?
you're wanted on the phone.
Oh, who is it?
Just say hello. She'll take it from there. Let's go, Ben.
Hello? Yes? Hello, Mother.
Come on, Ben.
Yes, I'm all right. Mother, it's so good to hear your voice.
See you tomorrow, Joe. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
The story you have just heard is true. Only the names were changed to protect the innocent.
Upon further examination by competent medical authorities, Juanita Laskey was found to be suffering from periodic spells of amnesia. She was given treatment, and a complete cure was effected. You have just heard the 8th in a new series of authentic cases from official files. Technical advice for Dragnet is furnished by the Los Angeles Police Department.
Tonight's program is dedicated to Corporal Grady A. Beecham of the 9th Precinct Metropolitan Police Force, Washington, D.C., who, on the night of December 2nd, 1948, gave his life so that yours might be more secure.
Dragnet came to you from Los Angeles. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Now, I don't know why they did a Christmas show in July, but maybe it was done just so that they had a show. You know, at that point in time, it was still such a new program. So maybe it was just, let's do it. Alrighty, 77 years ago, July 28, 1947, Dragnet on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. On Wednesday's show, we will have a couple of westerns, Fort Laramie, Gunsmoke, and Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae, and an episode of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense, Agnes Moorehead in the Yellow Wallpaper. On Thursday, I Was a Communist for the FBI, Dick Calmer as Boston Blackie, Jeff Regan Investigator, starring Frank Nelson and Frank Graham. Also, The Man Called X, starring Herbert Marshall, and The Turtle Island Vacation. On Friday, we'll have 3 shows from 1960. We'll have an episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, Have Gun Will Travel, and Gunsmoke, and Frontier Town from 1953. On Saturday, the Chase and Sanborn Hour from 1937, A Date with Judy, and Romance. On Sunday, we will have Dangerous Assignment, Confession, and the episodes of Gunsmoke and Have Gun Will Travel. Coming up on Monday, a week from now, the CBS Radio Workshop production Subways Are for Sleeping, starring Byron Kane. John Daner as the Frontier Gentleman. William Gargan as Barry Craig, Confidential Investigator. And the 1950 summer series Somebody Knows, where they offered $5,000 to try to find cold case killers. A week from today, we'll have a 1949 episode of Dragnet and Escape. Yes, we will have Tudor Owen starring in Lanigan versus the Ants. And we will have Casey Crime Photographer and Dimension X, Parigi's Wonderful Dolls. That's coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, anytime at classicradio.stream. Coming up next, did justice triumph?
It begins where the Robe left off. Demetrius and the Gladiators. The continuation of the greatest story of love and faith in the history of entertainment in CinemaScope. Starring Victor Mature, Susan Hayward, Michael Rennie, Deborah Paget, Anne Bancroft, and Jay Robinson. 20th Century Fox brings you the all-encompassing drama of What Happened to the Robe. See Demetrius and the Gladiators in CinemaScope.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Did Justice Triumph? This goes back 79 years to July 28, 1947, the Marriage Bureau murders.
Did justice triumph? Police headquarters, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Named Arthur Drake.
Age, 40 years.
Cause of death, blows of claw hammer.
Classification, murder.
Investigation proceeding.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents another thrilling case from the files of True Justice Stories, followed by millions of readers each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Tonight's case, the Marriage Bureau murder. Tonight's true case history of crime begins on a hot, sultry morning in June 1944. A large interstate truck rumbles along the dry roads of Oklahoma. Lonely roads, for it's early in the morning. The truck driver yawns, turns to his assistant.
Hey, Ed. Wake up. Wake up.
Morning already?
8 o'clock. Time for you to take over.
You're sure a clock watcher, Bill, if I ever saw one.
Anyone's a clock watcher if he's been driving all night.
Okay, stop the truck and we'll change seats.
I'll sure be glad when we get to Texas.
Me too.
I got a date with the cutest little babe I ever saw down in San Antonio.
Hope she's got a friend.
I think I can fix it up.
Well.
Hey, Ed, look at that.
What? Where?
Over there, side of the road.
Well, looks like a woman.
Come on.
It is a woman.
Was. Gosh.
Horrible. What do we do?
We gotta tell the cops about this right away.
Bill, where are we?
Not far from Muskogee. I saw a farmhouse back a ways. We'll phone from there.
Bill?
Yeah.
She's been murdered.
There's the body, Sheriff. On the side of the road. Just where that truck driver said it was.
He wasn't kidding when he said she had been murdered.
Well, let's get to work.
Yeah, that's what this is going to be.
You get the camera ready while I take a look at this corpse.
Okay, Sheriff.
Looks as if she's been struck on the head with a hammer. Claw hammer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can count 10 hammer marks.
Boy, whoever did this sure did a job on her.
She apparently raised her left arm to shield her head from the first blow.
Yeah, the left sleeve of her coat's torn.
And the left arm is badly bruised.
How old would you say she was, Sheriff?
Oh, about 40, about 5 feet, 120 pounds. We got a complete and accurate description from the medical examiner.
Married, if that wedding ring means anything.
We'll find out. Ready for that picture?
Yeah, all set.
Okay, get it from all angles.
Right.
I noticed some tire marks over here just off the road.
Yeah. There's footprints here near the body.
Yeah, they'll not help us much, I'm afraid. Those truckmen were here, too, remember?
Now, I better measure them just in case.
Yeah, we'll come out later and get a moulage of these tire prints. Leave Casper to watch things here till the medical examiner arrives.
Yeah, I got the picture, Sheriff.
All right, Warren. We better get back to town. We've got plenty of work ahead of us.
I guess there's nothing more we can accomplish here. No. Well, what next?
The first thing we've got to do is identify this woman.
Firemen were on the scene in 5 minutes to put out the blaze. Now, here is the latest on this morning's Oklahoma murder mystery. The body of a woman was found this morning at 8 a.m. on Route 69, 8 miles north of Muskogee. State and county police working on the case believe her assailant was a man, possibly her husband, who may have been seen traveling with her in a moderate-priced automobile. Tire tracks of the car, as well as a man's footprints found at the scene of the crime, lead to this conclusion.
Well, Warren, anything new?
Yeah, quite a bit, Sheriff. I don't know what it adds up to yet.
Well, you're too impatient, Warren. If you're going to hold down the job of deputy sheriff around here, you've got to learn to acquire one of the prime qualities of a police officer. Perseverance. Dogged perseverance. Combined with patience.
But I want to get my hands on the maniac who did it.
I know, Warren, I know. Very possibly you will if you remember what I've just said. Now, what have you got,
Our telephone reports have been coming in all day, Sheriff. The radio and the press has sure spread this thing around.
Cooperating beautifully. Well?
I've arranged a sort of digest of what's come in, and I've tried to put it in chronological order.
Go ahead.
John Holbrook, owner of Good Rest Tourist Camp south of Kansas City, reported a man and a woman rented a cabin from him last night and left early this morning. It wasn't too clear as to description.
Well, that's not much. Go ahead.
A service station at Fort Scott, Kansas, reported a man and a woman in a 1941 Ford coupe stopping there for gas at 6 a.m. A Columbus, Kansas cafe reports a man and a woman in a similar Ford coupe stopping there for breakfast at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
And get this, Sheriff. At 7:30 a.m., a gray Ford coupe was seen racing through Veneta at about 60 miles an hour. A man and a woman were in it.
So what?
Well, just this. Just about 8 o'clock this morning, the same car was seen going through Veneta at about 60, but this time in the opposite direction, north, and only a man was in the car.
Well, now, that sounds as if it might lead us somewhere. We'll backtrack on all these reports, Warren.
The only difficulty, Sheriff, is that no one I talked to could be positive about checking with a description of the victim, and no one could give me an accurate description of the man.
How about the license number?
No dice.
All right, Warren, we'll let the men sift these reports because I think you and I have to travel in a different direction.
Where?
I don't know. But I do know that we've got to concentrate on this pair of blue shoes. See anything unusual about them?
Only that they're mighty small. Say, she had the smallest feet I've ever seen. But I
Warren,
don't see...
Don't you realize that the only label we found on anything the woman wore is on this pair of shoes?
Yes, but Richard's shoe shop, wherever it is, might have sold 1,000 pair of shoes like this.
But you yourself have just remarked that these shoes are unusually small. Now, this is the only thing remotely tangible that we have to work on. We're going hunting for Richard's shoe shop.
Okay, Sheriff, but that might take us on a tour of the whole United States.
To locate a local shoe shop with nothing more than a mere label is a difficult task in a nation as large as the United States. And this fact Sheriff Crawford and Deputy Warren soon learned. But with dogged determination, the two Oklahoma police officers keep checking. They drive hundreds of miles following false clues. They visit a shoe manufacturer's convention, which it so happens is in session in Oklahoma City. No one has ever heard of Richard's shoe shop. More checking, more disappointments. The search now looks hopeless. Then one day, just 10 days after the woman's body had been found, Deputy Warren talks with a shoe clerk in Memphis, Tennessee. The clerk says the shoes look as if they'd been manufactured by a shoe company in his own hometown, Indianapolis. Warren visits the shoe company. Do they have a customer whose trademark is Richard's Shoe Shop? The manager looks in his records. Yes, he has such a customer. It's a store located in Peoria, Illinois. Immediately, Sheriff Crawford and Deputy Warren journey to Peoria. Talk to the owner of Richard's Shoe Shop.
We're police officers, Mr. Richard, from Oklahoma.
Yes, what could I do for you?
Unwrap those shoes, Warren.
All right, Sheriff.
Forgive me, gentlemen, but may I ask what this is all about?
We're returning a pair of ladies' shoes, Mr. Richard, which we hope were purchased in your store.
Oh, well, let me see them.
Here you are.
Did those shoes come from your shop, Mr. Richard?
Well, yes. Yes, they did.
Could you possibly give us the name of the customer?
Well, sir, I don't know whether I can or not. You see...
You're afraid of getting someone into trouble?
Well, you might call it that. Of course, I don't want to seem uncooperative, but...
Warren, got that picture handy you took of the body?
Oh, here. Was this your customer, Mr. Richard?
What? That's Dorothy Maxwell. She's dead?
Yes, Mr. Richard, she's dead. That's why we're here.
Oh, I see.
And did you sell her these shoes?
Yes, I did.
How do you know?
Well, because of the size and because of the extra high heel.
The size, huh?
Yes. Dorothy, she was one of my regular customers. She wore a size 3 AAA. We had a terribly difficult time fitting her. Oh, I can't believe she's dead.
Murdered, Mr. Richard. That's why we're asking you to give us her address.
You have it?
Yes, of course I have. You see, she had an account with us.
We'd like that address, Mr. Richard.
Certainly, sir. Just a minute. Oh, I can't believe
Our first big break, Sheriff.
I told you, Warren, that patience was a necessity in our work. Patience and perseverance. But don't get so enthusiastic. We're just beginning.
Here you are, gentlemen. Here's the address on this slip of paper. Now, that's her mother's house out on High Street. I'll tell you how to get there.
I hope she's home, Sheriff.
Take it easy, Warren. If she isn't, we'll come back.
That fella Richard's quite a character.
Yes, gentlemen.
You're Mrs. Maxwell?
That's exactly who I am. I don't want to buy anything today.
Just a moment, Mrs. Maxwell.
We're not selling anything.
Well, then why are you knocking on my door?
We've come to talk about your daughter, Dorothy.
My daughter? She's not here.
We know, Mrs. Maxwell.
How do you know? Who are you men?
We're police from Oklahoma.
Way up here from Oklahoma? What? That's where my daughter is. I had a letter
Yes,
from...
Mrs. Maxwell, we know.
You know I had a letter?
No, we know she's in Oklahoma.
But how... Why, is anything wrong?
Mrs. Maxwell, your daughter is dead.
What? Dead? Oh.
She's fainted.
You got her, Warren?
Yeah, I got her here.
All right, let's get her inside. Here, I'll give you a hand.
In the living room here?
Yes.
All right.
Put her on the sofa.
Okay, Sheriff. Yeah, here.
That's right.
There she is.
All right.
Oh. I must have fainted.
And you did, Mrs. Maxwell. Feeling better?
If I could have my smelling salts out in the kitchen.
I'll get them.
They're on the shelf over the sink.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
I'm sorry we had to startle you the way we did, Mrs. Maxwell, but it was necessary for you to know the truth so that you'd give us the information we need to catch your daughter's murderer.
Did you say murderer?
Mrs. Maxwell, we're going to make it as easy for you as we can. I know very well how you must feel hearing that word. I also know you're going to do all in your power to help us apprehend whoever is responsible.
But how do you know? How do you know she was murdered?
Because we found her body by the side of a road and, well, I'd rather not say any more.
I can't believe it. I just can't.
Here you are, Miss Maxwell, the smelling salt.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, this picture, Mrs. Maxwell...
No, Warren.
What picture?
It's a photograph of your daughter, Dorothy, as we found her. I'd rather you didn't see it.
No, I'd rather not.
These shoes, Mrs. Maxwell, were they your daughter's shoes?
Yes. But how did this happen?
And that's what we want you to tell us, Mrs. Maxwell.
Me tell you? I don't know.
We want you to tell us just why your daughter left home, where she went, and most particularly who she went with.
You see, we want to get the man who did this, Miss Maxwell, and we want your help.
The man who killed my daughter. I'll do everything I can to help you.
Good. Now let's start at the beginning. First, when did Dorothy leave home?
Well, when she got that letter from Mr. Drake through the matrimonial bureau.
Mr. Drake?
Matrimonial bureau?
Yes. See, Dorothy hadn't had much luck with marriage. She started off when she was very young and had 3 husbands right in succession.
Mm-hmm.
None of her marriages worked out very well, so she decided to try this till death do us part matrimonial bureau in Chicago. It's a sort of correspondence club.
And she corresponded with this Mr. Drake?
That's right. He was listed as a very rich man from East Texas. Oil business, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he was rich. Well, after a few letters and an exchange of photographs, David proposed marriage to Dorothy, and she accepted. She sold some property she had here, put the money in a money belt, and left for St. Louis to meet David and marry him.
Money belt?
Yes. Dorothy was always afraid of being robbed.
How much money did she take in her money belt, Mrs. Maxwell?
Just a little more than $3,000.
See.
She called it her dowry. Dorothy was always so romantic.
I suppose she had some jewelry.
Oh, yes. Presents from her former husbands, you see. She had one necklace that her last husband sent her from Africa. It was pure gold.
Will you please describe it?
Well, I always called it the Casablanca necklace because that's where it came from. As I say, it was pure gold, made by the Arabs.
I see.
It's beautiful. I always kind of hoped she'd give it to me.
Well, now, let's get on with the story, Mrs. Maxwell. You said your daughter left Peoria for St. Louis to marry David Drake.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She married him in St. Louis. Then they started on a motor trip to his estate in Texas. They had a fine trip.
She wrote to you, I suppose.
Oh, almost every day. She was so happy. They stopped in tourist camp.
You remember where?
Well, I have the letters upstairs. I remember the last one I had was from a tourist camp near Kansas City. They were on their way south then.
That checks, Sheriff.
Yes, Warren. Mrs. Maxwell, I'm going to ask you to let us see those letters.
All right.
And that photograph on the mantel, have you one like it that you could let us have?
Yes, I believe I do.
Fine, fine. And do you by any chance have Mr. Drake's Texas address?
Well, I don't believe he ever told Dorothy just where he was located in Texas, but I can get you his St. Louis address. He had an apartment there. I have it. Because that's the only address Dorothy could give me when she left home.
Good. We'll see what we can find in Mr. Drake's apartment with the help of the St. Louis police.
You think he killed my daughter?
We don't know, Mrs. Maxwell. You see, we can't afford to reach conclusions until we have proof, evidence. The kind of evidence we hope to get in St. Louis.
Good of you to give us a hand, Sergeant.
Glad to cooperate, Deputy Warren. As soon as I got your wire, I arranged for a search warrant for this apartment. The superintendent gave me the key.
I'd better ring first, Sergeant.
Yes, you're right, Sheriff. The super said Drake was away, but you never can tell.
Maybe he's in there. He's either asleep and doesn't intend to answer the door.
Might as well open up, Sergeant.
Right.
Now, careful, everybody.
No one here, Sheriff.
I'll look in the bedroom, in the bath.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Sheriff, look here on the desk. This picture.
A man and a woman.
Sturgis and Mildred. In memory of our wonderful honeymoon.
Looks like Mr. Drake had another wife.
But I thought his name was David.
He probably had several names. Let's see that letter on the desk.
Addressed to Mr. Sturgis Jones.
We're getting somewhere, Warren. A bill from the Till Death Do Us Part Matrimonial Bureau for an introduction to Miss Dorothy Maxwell. Things are beginning to gel. He doubtless had a deal with this bureau to use two names.
No one in there, Sheriff. But I did find this photo in the bedroom.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Well, that's the man in the other picture, Sturgis.
Yes, I think we can use this. Warren, I want you to stay here and make a thorough search of this apartment.
Right, Sheriff.
With the aid of the sergeant and the St. Louis police, I'm going down to headquarters and take a look through the files. After that, you and I'll head south, visiting tourist camps, trying to pick up the trail of Mr. Sturgis Jones, alias David Drake.
You are listening to the case history of an actual crime, one of the most cold-blooded, horrible murders in Oklahoma crime history, and one of the most remarkable examples of careful and painstaking detective work in the history of any state. After days of disheartening discouragement, justice, personified by Sheriff Crawford and Deputy Warren, is beginning to make progress, is edging closer to the killer of Dorothy Maxwell. But who is he? Where is he? The two hard-working police officers have identified the victim. They have identified the man she married through a matrimonial bureau. But they have no evidence that this man killed Dorothy Maxwell. Armed with photographs of Dorothy and her husband, Crawford and Warren visit 5 tourist camps with no success. Then at the Good Rest tourist camp south of Kansas City on Route 69, they talk to the owner, a Mr. John Holbrook.
Ever seen these two people before, Mr. Holbrook?
Let me see. Yeah, I believe I have, Sheriff.
Do you recall their names?
Just a minute. Let me look at my register here. Yeah. These are photographs of Mr. and Mrs. David Drake. They stopped here on the 18th of June. Hey, is this the woman?
This is the woman you phoned us about, Mr. Holbrook, on the day of the murder.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more accurate about the description at the time. We've so many people in and out. But with these photographs...
Mr. Holbrook, do you by any chance keep a record of the license numbers of your guests' cars?
Well, yes, I do. I think it's a good idea. You never know.
What is the license number of Drake's car?
Let me see. Drake. Ford Coupe, gray, Indiana plates.
Indiana?
Yep. I'll write the number down here for you.
Well, this is a new wrinkle, Sheriff.
But one I like, Warren.
There you are, Sheriff. Anything more I can do?
You've done plenty already, Holbrook. Thanks very much. Now we're on our way to Indiana to check these plates.
We've sure done some traveling on this case, Sheriff.
Yes, Warren, and we may have to do a lot more.
Yes?
You, Mr. Baker?
That's right. Who are you?
We're police officers. We'd like to see your car.
A gray 1941 Ford Coupe.
Well, I'm afraid that isn't possible.
Not possible. Now, listen, Mr. Baker.
Just a minute, Warren. Mr. Baker, you mean your car isn't here?
Well, that's right. I lent it to a friend last month for a trip.
I see. And who is that friend?
Well, if something happened, I may not...
Routine checkup, Mr. Baker. We're from Oklahoma. Checked the license of your car with the Indiana authorities and found you.
Oh.
Afraid we'll have to have the name of your friend.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's his wife who's my friend. My friend's wife, that is.
Well, what's a man's name and address?
Sturgis Jones.
Sturgis Jones, huh? And the address?
Look, officer, I don't know about...
You better know. Unless you want to be arrested for aiding and abetting a crime.
Crime?
Let's have that address.
It's 1220 Park Avenue.
Here in Indianapolis?
Yes. Has there been an accident?
Some people may call it that. We call it murder.
Murder? My car?
A little advice, Mr. Baker.
Yes, sir.
One word about our visit here to your friend or his wife or anyone, and you'll be in plenty of trouble.
Yes, I understand.
Come on, Warren. We're going to make another visit to 1220 Park Avenue. Now, Mrs. Jones, where's your husband?
I don't know. I tell you, he's away on a trip.
But we've got to know.
Why are you officers questioning me like this? What's Sturgis done?
We don't know yet, for sure.
But one thing we are sure about. He's married another woman.
Married another... I don't believe it.
You will, Mrs. Jones. Is this your husband's picture?
Where did you get that?
From his apartment in St. Louis.
Apartment in St. Louis?
Yes.
I just can't understand. Yes, that's his picture.
Where did he say he was going in the car he borrowed from Mr. Baker?
On a business trip out west.
Well, what he really used it for was a honeymoon.
Yes, but he wasn't using the name of Jones for that trip. It was David Drake.
You officers seem to know a lot about my husband.
We'll know more if you'll help us.
Why? Why should I help you against my husband?
Because he's married another woman.
And because he's wanted for questioning concerning a murder.
Murder? Who?
The other woman.
Oh. Well, what do you want to know?
First of all, where is he?
I've told you I don't know, and it's the truth. All I know is that he's away on a business trip.
When do you expect him back?
Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow.
Good. Now, Mrs. Jones, I know you want to see that justice is done, no matter how much you love your husband. Tell us, how did you happen to marry this man?
Well,
We don't want to pester you, Miss Jones, or annoy you, but you must cooperate with us. It's just possible that we'll be able to save you from the fate of that other woman.
What was her name?
Dorothy Maxwell, from Peoria, Illinois.
So that was it.
What was it?
One day, a month ago, I happened to come into the room when Sturgis was writing a letter. It was addressed to a woman named Dorothy, and he had written, "After we are married, we will be very happy." We had an argument. He told me it was just a joke.
Well, Mrs. Jones, how did you happen to marry him?
Well, I was lonely. I didn't like my office work at all. I didn't know what to do, so I wrote to a matrimonial agency. Got a list of names and descriptions and what the men did and so forth. Well, Sturgis and I started a correspondence. We exchanged photographs and, well, we got married. That's about all.
And he took frequent business trips?
Yes, he did.
And always came back with plenty of money?
Yes. We've been very comfortable.
Mrs. Jones, in the interest of justice, I'm going to ask you a great favor.
Yes, Sheriff.
You have a spare room in the house, a guest room?
Yes. Yes, I have.
I wonder if you'll be good enough, cooperative enough to permit Deputy Warren and me to stay here until your husband returns.
Yes, Sheriff. You officers can stay here until he gets back. And then I hope you take him away.
3 days pass, each day marked by a telephone call from Sturgis Jones to his wife Mildred. He is on his way home. and the two police officers wait, patiently wait, for they know now that the trap is set. But Sturgis Jones does not come home. Perhaps he's been forewarned. Perhaps not. Then...
That's him.
All right, Warren. You on one side of the vestibule. I'll be on the other.
I got my gun ready.
I doubt if you'll need it. I don't think this louse is the kind that uses a gun.
Coming, Sturgis.
Well, hello, darling. It's all so good to get home.
Hello, Sturgis.
Well, why so serious? Not even a smile? Mildred, who are these men?
They're police officers.
Police?
Yes, Jones, from Oklahoma.
Remember?
Oklahoma?
We want to talk with you, Jones, or Drake, or whatever your name is.
Talk with me? About what?
About a murder.
In Oklahoma.
On the 18th of June.
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but let's all go in the living room and sit down,
Frisk
shall we?
him, Warren.
Right, Sheriff.
Oh, no, really, this is nonsense. You can't...
Don't tell us what we can do and can't do. Put your hands in the air, high.
Really, gentlemen, I'll have to have you sued for false arrest.
Go ahead and sue, Jones. Meanwhile, I'll take charge of this bag.
Oh, here, I don't believe you have any right to...
Quiet.
Well, Warren?
No gun, Sheriff. But look at this. A money belt.
Money belt? Why, Sturgis, you never wore a money belt. Where'd you get that?
Why,
I'll tell you where he got it, Miss Jones. He got it from his other wife, Dorothy Maxwell Jones.
Yes. And when that belt left home in Peoria, it contained $3,000.
Well, I really don't know what you're talking about, but I think I'd better call my lawyer.
Before you do, Jones or Drake, listen to this. Here's a brief resume of your record as supplied by the St. Louis police.
St. Louis?
Yes, we've been to your apartment.
And consulted St. Louis police files. Listen. 1917, arrested as leader of a group of automobile thieves in Los Angeles. 1919, sentenced to federal prison for using mail to defraud. 1937, sentenced to San Quentin prison, grand larceny. Well?
Yes, that's all true.
Sturgis?
But you can't take me for murder. You have no...
We'll let the courts of justice decide that, Jones. But we can take you for bigamy. That's a crime, you know.
Sheriff, while you've been reading a riot act to our friend, I've gone through his bag. Look at this.
A Casablanca necklace.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means, Mrs. Jones, that your husband is even guilty of robbing the dead. He took that necklace off Dorothy Jones's throat after he killed her.
That's a lie.
And was doubtless bringing it home to you as a present.
Oh, Sturgis.
Mildred, you believe these rotten cops against me? Very well, they'll take me, but before they do...
Look out! Drop that lamp! You're a killer at heart, aren't you, Jones?
You all right, Miss Jones?
That lamp, he tried to kill me.
You'll never get a chance like that again.
No.
Jones, you'll be extradited to Oklahoma for trial. From now on, your fate is in the hands of justice.
Extradition papers were signed, and Sturgis Jones was returned to Oklahoma for trial. At this trial, Jones and Drake were identified as the same man by the owner of the tourist camp. The money belt, the Casablanca necklace, all positively identified. Other jewelry found in Jones's possession at the time of his arrest, identified as having belonged to Dorothy Maxwell. Jones was sentenced to death in the electric chair where he paid for his crime on December the 18th, 1943, just 6 months after Dorothy Maxwell's body was found. Thus, Oklahoma justice. And so at police headquarters in Tulsa...
Deputy Warren?
Yes, Sheriff?
Remove Dorothy Maxwell's card from the active file.
Yes, sir.
Mark it. Case closed.
Justice did triumph. Although the names of all persons, characters, and places are entirely fictitious, and any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental, this dramatization was based on an actual murder case. Next week at this time, the Mutual Broadcasting System will present another thrilling dramatization taken from the files of the True Justice series appearing each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Programs are produced by Jock McGregor. Today's program was directed by Arthur Van Horn. The script was written by Bryce Disk Jr. The narrator was George Carson Putnam. Cameron Prudhomme played the sheriff, Jim Bowles the deputy.
Others in the cast were Bryna Rayburn, Joe Latham, Paul Conrad, Sidney Smith, and Humphrey Davis. The orchestra, conducted by Emerson Buckley, played music written especially for this broadcast by Richard DuPage. Frank McCarthy speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The narrator, George Putnam, would go on to a career in television news in Los Angeles, and later, before his passing for several years, he was a talk show host on the radio. All righty, Did Justice Triumph, as it was originally broadcast 79 years ago, July 28, 1947, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, Gerald Mohr in The Adventures of Philip Marlowe.
The battle that changed the face of the world.
Rod Steiger is Napoleon, Christopher Plummer is Wellington, and Orson Welles is Louis XVIII. Now, Paramount Pictures is proud to present the greatest battle ever fought.
Waterloo. Rated G, general audiences.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of The Adventures of Philip Marlowe starring Gerald Mohr from 76 years ago, July 28, 1950, The Tale of the Glass Donkey.
Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it wind up in the gut of the prison of the grave. There's no other end, but they never learn.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment Raymond Chandler's most famous character in The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Here's a taste treat you can enjoy indoors, outdoors, at work, or at play. The cool, long-lasting mint flavor refreshes you. The smooth, steady chewing helps keep you fresh and alert. Adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Now, with Gerald Mohr starred as Philip Marlowe, the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum are glad to bring you tonight's transcribed story, The Glass Donkey.
Hello, Philip Marlowe.
Oh, this is Matthews, Phil.
Hi.
Listen, Phil.
Yeah?
Didn't you once go around with a brunette named Helen Lofton?
Helen Lofton? Sure. Still do now and then. Why, Lieutenant? Monday your night off?
Not so as you'd notice, Marlowe. When was the last time you saw her?
Oh, maybe a month ago. Hey, what is this? You sound real official.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I don't like it any better than the next guy. Look, Phil, did Helen have any big problems on her mind at that time?
Just me. Hey, wait a minute, Matthews. Is Helen in trouble?
Not now, but she was in lots of it 3 hours ago. At about 5 o'clock this afternoon, somebody put a bullet in her neck, Phil.
Oh, no.
It's down here at the morgue. If you think of anything, let me know, will you?
Might as well have hit me in the stomach with a hammer. Helen Lofton, a good-to-look-at girl with soft black hair and clear hazel eyes. Gets a big charge out of life. But Helen was a great girl. And she'd always had enough sense not to waste time on the kind of people who put bullets in other people. For a long few minutes, I just sat in my apartment and felt sorry. But then I began to want to get my hands on whoever had pulled the trigger. By the time I got downtown and walked into the morgue attendant's office, that urge had become a big hot lump in my chest.
Well, Mr.
Mr. Marlowe.
Hello, Chester.
Yeah, stranger around here lately.
You got a Helen Lofton? I'd like to pay my respects.
Yeah, can't stop you, boy. Lofton, huh? Oh, yeah, she's still on the table. You'll have a little company back there, Lieutenant Matthews.
Oh, he's still here?
Oh, he's been in and out all evening. Hey, can you find your way all right?
Yeah, thanks, Chester.
I didn't expect you in person, Marlowe. You could have called. Got something to offer on the Lofton girl here?
Yeah. My services, Matthews.
How much did she mean to you, Phil?
Enough to make this real personal. What have you got on it, Matthews?
Nothing. A neighbor reported the shot. Found Helen's body spilled down some stairs at the side of her house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a .32 at close range. No reason, no motive, no leads, unless you can call this a clue, which I don't.
Let's see that. Yeah, it could be the hind leg of one of Helen's glass donkeys. You know, she collected them.
Oh. No, I was on the stairs near the body.
Uh-huh. Hey, look, Matthews, you don't mind me sticking my 2 cents in this, do you? It'll do me a lot of good.
No, I don't mind. Just keep me posted, huh?
I drove out Sunset Boulevard, then north on Camino Avenue to the neat little house where Helen had lived. I sat very quietly back under some big magnolia trees. Someone had drawn the blinds on the 2 front windows, and it made them look like a pair of closed eyes. I walked around to the side door on the stairs where they found her body, and that's when I noticed the light on inside the house. The door was unlocked, so I went in. The light was coming from the bedroom, and when I got to that door, I saw a girl, blonde with harlequin horn rims, moving stiffly, like a lost somnambulist. I watched her drag one slow finger the full length of the dresser. When that was over, I said, "Hello."
Who are you?
I was a friend of Helen's, Philip Marlowe. You?
Lila Hughes. You startled me. I thought I was alone in here, and after all that's happened.
Yeah. Did you know Helen pretty well?
Yes. I was just about her only girlfriend. You see, we worked together in the same office and had the same boss.
Uh-huh.
I guess they're going to want me to do something about all of her things now.
Yeah, it's real tough. Everything in the house is just another reminder. Even this little sherry decanter. Here.
But that's Helen's.
It's all right. Sit down. Drink it. At least it'll do you good. Look, Lila, I gotta know why this happened to Helen. It doesn't make sense. Can you help me? Any idea at all?
No, the police have already talked to me about it. Please, Mr. Marlowe.
I know this is unpleasant for you, but I need some answers. It's been over a month since I saw her last. Who's she been going with lately?
I don't know. Helen never said much about her dates.
Who's your boss?
Mr. Maffey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she dated him a few times, but so have I. Surely you don't think Mr. Maffey...
No. I just want to talk to him, that's all.
It's Norman Maffey. Maffey Real Estate Company on Wilshire. He lives on Ogden Drive, 3848.
Thanks, Lila. Well, I'll be on my way now. Hey, look. Maybe you better come too, huh? Let all this go until tomorrow, when you're feeling better.
Yes. I guess you're right.
I turned out the light and snapped the lock as we left. Then walked the sad little blonde as far as her coupe. Got her address on Beechwood Drive and saw her off. After that, I went to my own car, but before I got in, I looked back at Helen's house once more and tried to shake the empty, loose ends feeling it had given me. I was snapped out of that mood in a hurry. A man with a half an acre of forage had just twisted out of sight behind a tree trunk in the backyard. I started for him, and he broke and ran toward the wall in the alley. It was a 6-footer. He rolled across the top and fell over. When I got there, he was up and gone. He hadn't had time to get out of the alley, but it was empty, which could only mean he was laying for me.
Come here, you.
You don't, mister. Hit this time. Anyway, oh!
Trash in good neighborhoods is no softer than trash anyplace else. And when I finally got clear of it, the forehead was gone. I figured all I had to show was one of his patch pockets, which I still had clenched in my hand. But there was something else. Glittering on the ground was what had been in that pocket. A little glass donkey, with a hind leg missing. On the way back, I stopped once and tried to call Matthews, but he was out. So I drove on down to Ogden Drive as far as number 3848. A gray at the temples type in blue flannel opened up.
Yes?
Mr. Maffey?
Are you a reporter?
No, I'm a friend of Helen Lofton's. Also, I'm a private detective named Marlowe. I'd like to talk to you.
A private detective?
Mm-hmm.
Who hired you, Mr. Marlowe? Who are you working for?
Myself. Like I said, Helen was a friend of mine.
Well, I'm quite busy, Marlowe, but come in. Back this way, to the den. I've already been interviewed by the police.
You may be again. It's not quite like being vaccinated, Mr. Maffey.
Now, just why have you come here to see me?
Because I intend to find out who shot Helen.
What makes you think I'd have the remotest idea?
Nothing special. She worked for you, didn't she?
So do several other people.
You dated her?
Yes, I did. She was a very attractive girl, but that was no reason for me to kill her.
There was no reason for anybody to kill her. Mr. Maffey, suppose I was to tell you that I'm acquainted with your wife.
Oh, so that's it. You cheap blackmailer. Get out.
And you do have a wife, huh?
Now, look here, Marlowe. You don't have to be sly with me. I'm not hiding anything. Ask me what you want to know and get out of here.
How come Mrs. Maffey doesn't object when you dine and dance the office help?
Because we've been separated for several years.
Separated, but not divorced, huh?
That's right. She lives in San Diego, and we have as little as possible to do with each other. My bank takes care of our only mutual interest. She refuses to give me a divorce.
Did you tell the police all this?
They didn't ask.
Did they happen to ask where you were this afternoon about 5?
As a matter of fact, they didn't. I wasn't being treated as a suspect then, and I don't intend to be now.
Okay, Mr. Maffey, where were you? Now, look, I'm a private detective. Remember, I'm not even taking notes.
All right, Marlowe, all right. Been having business troubles lately. A lot on my mind. I was out driving in my car, trying to relax.
Can't prove it, can you?
No, probably not. I don't expect to have to try.
All right, tell me something else. Do you happen to know anything about a man with a very high forehead, a young guy, maybe 30, about 6 feet tall?
Yes, I do. Helen went out with a fellow like that recently.
What's his name?
Victor Semra, I think. Why?
Well, I ran across him tonight, and I didn't like his attitude. Sure, that's it. I'll bet on it.
What? What are you staring at? This ashtray?
No. That little donkey in front of a betting window. Thanks for everything, Maffey. I'll see you. The ashtray on the table behind Maffey's desk had been made of baked clay in the shape of a sombrero. A keepsake from old Mexico that kicked hard at my memory. At least it was a thought well worth the price of a phone call to Tijuana. So I drove as far as the first payphone, which was at an all-night mobile gas station, got a handful of change, and while my car was being gassed, put the call through to my old friend, Senor Mike Donahue, who had given up reporting in Chicago for editing south of the border.
We are ready on your call now, sir. Go ahead.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, old pal.
Hi.
Hasta la vista. What's cooking? You coming down to see me?
Later on. Listen, Mike, I'm trying to find out about a glass donkey.
A which?
A donkey made of glass, a souvenir mule. It's got silver shoes and a silver halter.
Oh, one of those things. That silver works strictly a Tijuana product, you know.
Yeah, I know.
They peddle them at the highlight games down here.
Out by the betting windows?
That's right.
Can't buy him anyplace else, Mike.
No, not that I know of. Why, you want some?
No, I've already got one. Well, thanks a lot, Mike. You've been a big help.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
As long as you're on the wire, Gumshoe, maybe you can help me.
How?
I got a big front-page mystery spread if I can get a little more dope. Ever hear of a babe around L.A. named, let's see, Mrs. Norman Maffey?
Mrs. Norman Maffey?
Yeah.
Holy smoke, I'll say so. What, Mike, what's the story?
Well, the boys just found her body out here on a side road at the edge of town.
Yeah?
Been dead a couple of days. Probably happened Saturday night.
Saturday night, huh?
Yeah. The hotel identified her about 10 minutes ago. She was run over.
Run over? Well, Mike, you said it was a mystery story.
Yeah. You see, the tire tracks out there is still good. It was no accident, Phil. It was murder. Somebody went a long ways out of their way.
Yeah, Mike, somebody sure did.
To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. The lively, full-bodied, real mint flavor cools your mouth, moistens your throat, freshens your taste. And the chewing itself gives you a little lift, helps you keep going at your best. So for real chewing enjoyment that's refreshing and long-lasting, always keep Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. Healthful, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Gum will make every day more enjoyable. Now with our star, Gerald Mohr, the second act of Philip Marlowe and tonight's exciting story, The Glass Donkey.
When I hung up on Mike Donahue in the news of Mrs. Maffey's violent death on a lonely road outside of Tijuana, I postponed trying to figure it all out until I had called Lieutenant Matthews at Homicide. I'd asked him to meet me at the bar I was at. 10 minutes later, Matthews was sitting opposite me and chewing on a cold pipe while I filled him in.
Oh, now, easy, Phil. I'm a slow and steady boy. Now, question, who killed Helen Lofton?
Answer, whoever killed Mrs. Norman Maffey.
Why? Where's the tie?
The glass donkey I just told you about. It came from Tijuana.
So?
So I figured that whoever sent it to Helen was, one, a friend who knew she'd get a kick out of a trinket like that.
Yeah?
And two, sent it before he or she decided to kill Mrs. Maffey.
Oh, and therefore said friend had to get the glass donkey back because if traced, it would place the killer in Tijuana where sooner or later Mrs. Maffey's body had to be found. Is that right?
That's so very right. And all that brings us back to only one thing. Mrs. Maffey's killer also got Helen Lofton. Was forced to.
Yeah, it could be. But look now, Phil, the tough one.
What'll it be, chum? You look lonely. Forlorn, maybe.
2 beers.
2 beers, huh? Any special vintage?
Yeah, the kind with suds on top. Goodbye, comic.
Okay. No offense intended.
Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was saying, Phil, the tough one. Now, who killed Mrs. Maffey?
Mr. Maffey.
The motive?
He had the best motive. He hated his wife. Also, Matthews, when I talked to him, he was real vague about his whereabouts lately. And for a clincher, he did know Helen Lofton well enough and long enough to send her a cheap trinket, as in donkey made of glass. Now, you impressed?
A little, but you're holding back, Marlowe.
I'm what?
No, not on me, on yourself, Phil. Look, I know you. You don't usually leap at conclusions and over facts. That isn't your style.
I'm trying to tell you, Matthews.
With such. You know, I told Kelly about that crack you made, mister, and
Skip
he
it.
said...
Here. And goodbye again. We're busy.
Yeah, I'll say. Too bad we ain't got tablecloths. You could have impressed me, chum. Writing down big numbers.
You tip her, I'll break your arm. Yeah. Now, look at Phil. Could you be a little bit prejudiced about this guy? Now, Phil.
Yeah. Sure, I'm prejudiced. I just don't like Norman Maffey's stuffy kisser and something else. I might as well admit I keep skipping that guy with a mile-high forehead and a boyfriend named Vic Samro because I don't exactly know how he figures in. I'm too impatient to wait around for the answer. Uh-oh.
What is it, Phil?
A game, Lieutenant, called Speaking of the Devil.
Oh, Don't Look Now, maybe?
It's Forehead, Matthews. He was in the next booth, catching it all. He's at the front door now, see? But he isn't running yet. He's just paying his check. Lieutenant, how about trying that cigarette machine over there while you talk to me like I was still here, huh?
Gotcha.
I'll take the back entrance out to the sidewalk. You'll know if I need help. Matthews underplayed his part neatly, and I got out the back door to the street where I spotted Semrau some 50 yards ahead, walking slowly toward an empty car, a new green Nash that was parked close to mine. But then suddenly he started running like he had just backed into a blowtorch. Before I knew it, he had piled into his car. When I was in mine and after him, the street became that much narrower as a truck the size of a battle wagon lurched out of a side alley without so much as thinking about a full stop. You stupid clown!
What was that, Sonny?
You heard me, Muscles.
Sonny, you have a nasty tongue.
You got a couple of funny ideas about driving. Hold right there, fellow. Read it and weep.
A bat?
Yeah, and the big letters spell police. Now get back in your cab there and wait. We'll chat in a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, officer. Only this trick was in a row.
Oh!
Like a glove, it wasn't my fault.
Marlowe, that still leaves us a big blank to fill in.
Yeah. But while we're trying, Lieutenant, do you mind if I drop in on Mr. Maffey again? Alone, I mean? I'd like to try pinning the leg of the donkey on him.
All right, Phil, but be careful, huh? It's fragile, you know, made of glass.
Yes, but... Oh, you again.
Yeah, do you mind if I come in again, Mr. Maffey?
Frankly, I do, Marlowe. I don't feel very well
Your
tonight,
wife was murdered, Mr. Maffey.
My wife? Murdered?
Still mind if I come in?
Where did it happen, Marlowe? In San Diego? Marlowe, I asked you where it happened.
In Tijuana. Ever been there?
Yes, of course. Marlowe, what are you looking for?
Just looking. When were you last there, Maffey?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month, 6 weeks ago.
Not Saturday night, huh?
No, not Saturday night. Marlowe, what are you
Maffey,
getting?
did you ever send Helen Lofton a present?
See here. Who do you think you are? And exactly what are you looking for?
A wastebasket that isn't empty. You keep a very tidy place, Mr. Maffey.
Which has what to do with my wife being dead, Marlowe? Are you out of your mind?
Maybe. But also maybe not. Maybe I'm real smart. Maybe I've come to the right place to look for an empty package and a piece of wrapping paper that would be addressed to Miss Helen Lofton. In your handwriting and postmarked Tijuana, Mexico.
Tijuana?
A large piece of wrapping paper and a large package stuffed with Excelsior. It was once home to a glass donkey in which you had to get back from Helen Lofton before she got it. Or if you were too late for that, kill her and then get it back before anyone else knew about it. Does that still leave me out of my mind, Maffey?
Absolutely.
We'll see. After we try the backyard and your incinerator.
Now, wait a minute.
You know, the law says you can't light it after 10 in the a.m., Maffey. If you're the one stamped guilty, you wouldn't want to arouse suspicion.
Stop, Marlowe. This has gone far enough. You're not the police.
Which means I don't need any more of a search warrant than this. I caught him right. He plopped to the floor, face down, like he was made of wet wash. When I rolled him over and was sure that a return engagement was still a long way off, I cut the lights, then went through the house and out into the kind of backyard that you had to call a garden. Beyond all the moon-bathed beauty and half hidden by a fountain that was backed up by an ivy trestle was what I wanted. The short, squat, scarred, ugly incinerator. The door was metal cold, and inside I found more encouragement. None of the paper that was jammed 3 feet deep and had burned. I started tossing the stuff out, counting more on the feel and sound of wrapping paper than anything else. Once I stopped short, but it was only a grocery sack. The second time I stopped short, I had a better reason.
Marlowe, you're wasting your time there.
Well, Mr. Victor Semrau.
Yeah, or as you put it, the guy with the mile-high forehead.
I wouldn't get touchy, Semrau. You were swinging the dock ahead, remember?
I'm sorry about that, Marlowe. I didn't know we were both on the same side there.
Both on the... Take it easy, Victor. You wouldn't try to set me up again, would you? Why the sudden change of heart?
Because now I know that you're in the up and up, Marlowe. I overheard you talking to that police lieutenant and also the Mexican newspaper man.
Well, bully for you, eavesdropper. But also you ran. Why?
I was afraid you'd turn me over to that lieutenant. Marlowe, listen. From the start, I've been trying to find Helen's killer. That's why I've been following you. I found that glass donkey in her porch, and, well, to get right to the point, Marlowe, I can tell you that the one who killed Helen and Mr. Maffey... The shot that had come from the shadow driveway close into the house spun Semrau in a half circle, and by the time he'd corkscrewed to the ground, I had my .38 in hand, and it covered the distance across the garden. But I was too late to do anything, except identify the figure I saw take off in a sedan as Mr. Norman Maffey, which was some help. But not the Victor Semrau back in the garden. He had managed to crawl as far as the small pond that surrounded the fountain. There he had died, one hand half submerged in the dark, cold water, the other clutching his chest, blood-soaked and discolored another way. I must have stared at it for a full 30 seconds before it suddenly began to add for me. Add fast to the only backyard left in the spot where I could get to Maffey and maybe stop a third murder. Lila Hughes' place on Beechwood Drive. It was all the push I needed. When I pulled up away from the place and got out of my car and ran for the back, only 10 minutes had gone by, and I was glad of it. Because standing next to an open, still-smoking incinerator, a piece of charred paper in his hand that I knew was the remains of the wrapper I'd been after, was Norman Maffey. And opposite him, a gun in her hand, was Lila Hughes, the shy blonde.
Lila, you're crazy, insane. Well, I saw you shoot Victor Semrau. And you must have killed...
Of course it was me, honey. I killed him. I killed Helen. I killed your wife. Well, about her, I'm not sorry. I'd do it again.
Lila, how could you plan an ugly,
I
ruthless...
didn't plan anything, darling. I ran into her by accident. Tijuana's a small place. We started sociably. We had a few drinks, a drive to the outskirts in my car, and then talk. Talk of you, darling. I knew I could have you with her out of the way. Helen was no threat. You gave her up, so there was no one else to stand between us. And, honey, you hated your wife.
But, Lila...
But nothing. It was all very simple, darling. Helen... Well, Helen was different. You see, I had to kill her. That piece of wrapping paper there that you just snatched from me, the paper I sent Helen a little gift in. That's the reason, Norman. I did have to kill her.
And now you do have to kill me, too. Don't you, Lila?
Oh, no. No, darling. Now the killing's done. I did it all for you, darling. Don't you understand?
You devil. You she-devil.
Oh, Norman, dearest, you don't know what you're saying. Honey, I tell you, I did all this for you. Remember that, darling.
How can he ever forget it? Don't move, Lila. Don't breathe. Drop your gun there at your feet.
No. No, I think I'll use it again. Even if you shoot, I'll use it. We belong together, Norman and I, and we're going to beat it.
She's dead. Marlowe, she did think she could shoot. Even if you did, didn't she? Yeah. That's what she thought, all right, Maffey. Call the police. They know where they can find me. Hello.
Matthews, Phil, now where have you been? You know better than to just walk off this phone.
Yeah, Matthews. I'm sorry. I've been out walking. What do you want to know?
The one blank, Phil. What sent you over to Lila Hughes' place?
Oh, Victor Semero, his hand was burned, blistered red.
Like you'd been fishing around in a hot incinerator, huh?
Yeah. That and what he had to say to me about us being on the same track. Lila Hughes was the only other one who was both close enough to Helen to send her that glass donkey and at the same time even remotely connected with Maffey.
Uh-huh. Any idea what sent Semra to her backyard?
I guess his tack all night was to follow me. When he tried to pick my trail up again after running from the bar, he thought Lila Hughes' place might be the answer. Turned out he was right. Real right.
Yeah, he must have seen her around her incinerator lighting it, and then decided to get to you when he couldn't reach in after the wrapping paper.
Yeah, something like that. With, of course, her taking off after him. Look, anything else, Matthews?
Phil.
Hmm?
Phil, you weren't in love with Helen Lofton once upon a time, were you?
No. No, Matthews. I wasn't in love with her.
Yeah. Well, so long, Phil. And, look, I'm sorry about Helen. I mean, it's a crying shame.
Yeah. Good night, Matthews. I'll come down to headquarters in the morning. Yeah. A crying shame.
Remember, friends, to make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. There's lots of cooling, real mint flavor in every stick. And chewing Wrigley Spearmint helps keep you feeling fresh and alert. You feel better, work better, get more fun out of doing things. So indoors, outdoors, wherever you go, keep some healthful, refreshing Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, presented by Wrigley's Spearmint Gum, bring you Raymond Chandler's most famous character and star, Gerald Mohr. Philip Marlowe is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and written for radio by Robert Mitchell and Gene Levitt. Featured in the transcribed cast were John Stevenson, Michael Ann Barrett, William Lawley, Bill Johnstone, Vivi Janis, and Vic Perrin. Detective Lieutenant Matthews is played by Larry Dobkin. The special music is composed and conducted by Richard Arant. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you've enjoyed tonight's adventure of Philip Marlowe and that you're enjoying Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. We invite you to be with us next week when Philip Marlowe says...
This time it got off to a swashbuckling start at a pirate's cove. A map to a fortune in black pearls ran past a beautiful island girl, a conniving Malayan merchant, and stopped at a wild man from Borneo dead in a rusty hulk. All in the quiet outskirts of Los Angeles.
Bob Stevenson speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And there you have it. Gerald Mohr as Philip Marlowe, 76 years ago, July 28, 1950, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We'll check in with David and Claudia next.
It's coming from the deep, dark recesses of the mind of Mel Brooks. I love him. Young Frankenstein. Starring Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle, Marty Feldman, Cloris Leachman, Terry Garr, Kenneth Mars, and Madeline Kahn. We had the guts to make it. Now let's see if you've got the guts to see it. Young Frankenstein in black and white. No offense. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
I mean, it was a hoot. That's why I'm so anxious to see Spaceballs once it comes out. Okay. Let's go now out to the farm. Or are they on the farm? I don't think they're on the farm right now. Well, maybe. No, I don't think they are. Let's check in with David and Claudia anyway. 78 years ago, July 28th, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia, based on the famous play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax. And while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Mama, I wish you would stop knitting. I've made up my mind.
To what, Claudia?
If you stop knitting, I'll tell you.
What does my knitting have to do with your mind?
Everything. I can't do two things at once. It's me or the knitting. Choose.
All right, Bully. I'm putting the knitting down.
That's better.
Now, my attention is entirely focused on you. What you have to say better be good.
Oh, I hope David can't hear us.
David's in the shower. I don't think he can hear you.
Shower before dinner, shower after dinner. I don't think the hot weather agrees with him at all.
Claudia, get to the point. I'm just in the middle of a knit two, purl two. I'll lose my place.
That's part of the point. David just doesn't agree with summer in New York. It's already July the 28th, and here we are still in town. It's an awful shame, letting the farm go to waste like this.
David knows the minute you get up to Eastbrook, you'll be running around like a chicken with a head chopped off.
Oh, speaking of heads being chopped off, or rather not being chopped off, I wonder how the rooster is. Oh, I miss him. Bluff and Shakespeare and the brook, the walnut tree.
You want everything, don't you?
I want everything for David more. I think the farm is everything to him. Almost.
Go on. What's your plot?
No plot at all. I'm just going to try to make David see that it won't be any more work or effort on my part for us all to be on the farm. Then he'll say it's all right to go back and... Mom, it's the truth, isn't it?
Could be.
I'm going to make him see it as soon as he comes out of that shower.
When who comes out of that shower?
Oh, you is who?
What do you and Mama have your heads together about?
You, I said.
Good or bad?
Wonderful.
Please, tell me all.
Look at him, Mama, just drooling for a compliment.
Image of your son, drooling.
If anybody once more tells me that I look like that offspring of mine, I shall disown him. That fat, wet, helpless child.
That's enough.
Now tell me, what were you talking about?
David, let's go back to Eastbrook tomorrow.
What's the rush? I still think it's too soon for you.
David, it's been months since I had the baby.
3.5 weeks.
Almost a month.
Our time shrinks in this house.
Look at me being treated as if I were a delicate something or other. I can't do this. I can't do that. Fiddlesticks.
Temper, temper.
I'm going to lose it in a minute, and it'll serve you right.
Look, darling, I'm perfectly willing to discuss this business calmly and quietly.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Then what am I getting so excited about?
Sit down, both of you.
David, you miss the farm, don't you?
You bet I do.
So do I. The frogs, the crickets, the crow. Even Mama misses that place.
Even Mama. That horrid old woman who hasn't got a feeling in her heart. Even she.
David, why can't we go back tomorrow?
I haven't wanted to go back, and this may surprise you because I care for you even more than for the farm.
That was sweet. But you can have both.
Seems to me there'd be an awful lot of work for you to be up there.
Oh.
Big house to take care of, the baby, the grounds, running up and down
I'll
stairs.
walk up and down. And why is it that of all the women in America, I have to be the one that's pampered?
Now, calm down, calm down. We'll talk it out.
I bet you 90% of the women in this country don't have things half as easy as I do. And they survive, and they survive very well.
You don't say.
You know, I'm starting to take all this as a personal insult. There, I'm calmed down now. I feel much better.
Claudia is trying to tell you, David, that she's made of pioneer metal.
14-carat pioneer metal at that.
Now, let's get back to the subject, Mrs. Norton. I'm perfectly willing to go back. I'd love to. If you think that there won't be too much work for
Now,
you.
take, for instance, the cooking. I don't do the cooking. Gertrude does that. I don't do the cleaning. Gertrude does that.
Gertrude is a very wonderful woman.
Isn't she?
She was a stroke of luck.
2 strokes. With her around, there's nothing for me to do except twiddle me thumbs.
That was before the baby.
Oh, good. Now I'll have his to twiddle, too.
Very funny.
David, seriously. That baby won't take any more care up in Eastbrook than he is in New York. He'll be less care. All we have to do is throw him in his carriage in the morning, stick him out under the apple tree, and just forget all about him. Except in between his bottles and other little details too numerous to mention.
I understand that the other little details are nothing to sneeze at.
Mama's been sneezing at them all along, haven't you, Mama?
I have indeed. Ka-choo, ka-choo.
Bless you, bless you.
Gesundheit.
See, David? Now, what about Eastbrook?
He's melting, Claudia.
You realize, of course, that Mama's coming back with us, and Mama's as good as 2 couples any day.
3 couples, please.
2? That's all you'll get paid for?
It's starting to sound as if we were very much overstaffed.
We are, and it's time you realized it. David, think of all the women who have nobody to help them at all. Come back from the hospital to a home with several other children and a husband they have to care for. They do all their own work, and that's all there is to it. You know, I'm almost a little ashamed of myself for all this indulgence.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe I've been wrong to worry about you.
No, that's never wrong. That's nice. Don't you ever stop worrying about me? Only I'd much rather you worried without worrying. You see what I mean?
I think I do.
Then it's all settled?
It's all settled.
Hooray, hooray, hooray. Mommy, did you hear it's all settled?
I heard. I'm delighted.
How soon can we go back? Tomorrow.
Why not?
Oh, David, I'm so happy. You'll get your tan back. Those circles under your eyes will go away. You'll sleep better nights. You'll start eating the way you should.
I thought we were going back for you because the country's so much more restful than the city.
Well, you're just another good reason. I threw you in for good measure.
Thank you. Say, maybe we ought to fire some of the help. It doesn't sound as if there'd be enough for them to do.
Believe me, if we had them, I'd fire them. If there's anything more wasteful than a house with a lot of people and nothing to do, I can't think of it. Oh, I wonder who that is.
Only one way to find out.
Don't get up, Mama. I'm there. Hello, Bertha. Fred.
Well, you do not mind we drop in like this?
I mind you don't do it more often. Come in, come on
Good
in.
evening, Mrs. Norton.
Hello, Fred.
Well, this is nice.
We have just come up for a moment to say goodbye.
To say goodbye. David, did you hear that?
Hello, Fritz, Bertha. Please come in and sit down.
Mrs. Brown, being a grandmother looks very well with you.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Mama, Bertha, and Fritz are absolutely psychic. They've come up here to say goodbye to us, and we just this minute decided to go away.
That is psychic. Bertha, how did you know we were leaving for Eastbrook tomorrow? We didn't know.
You said you came up to say goodbye.
Goodbye, because we are leaving, Mr. Norton.
Oh?
Well, that's a coincidence. You and I and David and... Leaving? What do you mean, Fritz?
Yeah, we leave the apartment house. They do not need a superintendent anymore.
They don't.
They tear the building down.
No. Oh, but it's such a lovely building. David and I love living here.
Yeah. Commencing next week, so everybody must be moved out.
Bertha, why didn't you tell me the other day?
There was so much already to talk about with the baby.
I don't understand tearing an apartment down in these times.
Well, it is a small apartment house, 12 floors. What is that? Nothing. They build a high one, 23 floors, modern.
And no charm.
That certainly is going to make an awful lot of trouble for an awful lot of people who haven't a place to live.
You children timed it perfectly, didn't you?
We certainly were lucky.
We're glad you are settled so nice.
Where are you and Fritz planning to go, Bertha?
We visit with our Lisa, who lives in Maryland. Fritz will be happy there on the farm. He was not meant to be a superintendent in the middle of a big city. He grows spindly with his life.
Oh, such a way to talk in front of me.
But, Bertha, when you told me about Lisa's house a few months ago, it sounded as if there wasn't much room there.
There will be room enough for a little while, until we find a place permanent.
Yeah, Mama and I, we managed before. A little apartment being torn down is nothing for us. What do you say, Mama?
I say you are right, Fritz. But I don't like you calling me Mama, not in front of people.
We aren't people. At least we hope you don't think we are.
I do not. That is why I call her Mama.
Good. Oh, but I think it's terrible about the apartment. Say, David.
Don't say another word, darling.
What do you think?
What do you think?
You say it, you
Go
say it.
on, go on.
All right, I'll say it. Bertha and Fritz, you are being thrown into our laps by fate. And who are we to argue?
Argue? With what?
Shh, Mama, let them
But
speak.
Fritz, I don't understand.
I'll make it simple and direct. All I'm trying to say is that David and I need you. We need you very much. We were just talking about it before you came, weren't we, David?
We were.
There's so much to do up on the farm. I can't possibly begin to do it all by myself. Especially now that there's the baby to be taken care of, and he needs so much care that there should be somebody there that does absolutely nothing else but take care of him. And that's where you come in, Bertha.
Now, as for the outside, why, there's the land just crying for its master.
Yes, crying.
Now, you said the other day you have somebody, Mrs. Norton, some Gertrude or something.
Oh, yes, but she's just part-time, and she has no knack with babies at all. She told me so. Yes, she said so herself. Oh, David, won't it be wonderful for us if Fritz and Bertha will decide... Oh, Bertha, please say yes.
Well, it's much too beautiful. It does not happen this way.
Can you think of a better way?
Connecticut, a farm. I would become young again.
Then it's all settled.
Oh, Fritz, what do you think, really?
I think, Bertha, sometimes you must accept presents life gives you. And you and I, we have talked often of a place like that. Talking without hoping.
What a wonderful night this is.
I'll call you tomorrow and we'll work out the details.
The details, they will not be important.
Mrs. Norton, I like to go home now. This is so much. I must tell Lisa, and I must have time to believe it.
Of course. Dave will arrange everything tomorrow.
I call you at the office, Mr. Norton. You are busy to have to remember to call me.
Oh, I won't forget.
We came to say goodbye.
We're saying hello instead. That's the way it should be.
Good night, and, well, you understand what I try and say?
We do.
Good night, Fritz and I. My tongue is stopped by my heart.
I know.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Strange, isn't it, how Bertha and Fritz have somehow become a part of our lives?
Strange and wonderful.
I think so. Mama, what do you think of it all?
Do you children realize what you've done?
What have we done, Mother?
You've hired a couple when you decided there's not enough work for the help we already have.
What a couple, too.
But can you afford it?
Nope, we can't afford it at all.
Nope, so I thought. A fine state of things.
David, maybe we shouldn't have. I mean, the money and...
Well, it'll be stretching thin, but we'll find a way to manage.
Oh, I just couldn't bear to see Fritz and Bertha having to look for a place. Mama, don't look at us like that. Do you think we've acted crazy?
Do I think? Yes, I think you have. Stark crazy. But I'd have wrung your necks if you'd acted differently.
A friend of mine wins the blue ribbon for consideration. When he comes home and says, "I've asked a few people over," he brings a case of Coke along, picks it up when he stops for gas. And does his wife appreciate that thoughtfulness? She doesn't mind how many people stop in of an evening. All she has to do is put the Coca-Cola on ice, get the opener out, and she's prepared for hospitality.
Well, it looks as if we'll be going back to Eastbrook tomorrow, Mr. King.
And going back with a great deal more than when you came.
A great deal more. The baby, Fritz and Bertha, we welcome them all.
Well, what about luggage and things like that?
Unfortunately, a great deal more of that, too. I don't know how we've managed to accumulate so much.
Is it all going to fit in that car?
I hope so. I shudder to think of what David is going to say when he sees it. If he's at all like my husband was, he'll hit the ceiling.
Men do like to travel without luggage.
So do I, but it's rarely possible. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Tomorrow will come soon enough.
See you then, Mrs. Brown.
Goodbye, Mr. King.
Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you, transcribed, with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. And ice-cold Coca-Cola is everywhere. This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
And there you have it, Claudia, from July 28th, 1948, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow, we'll have Westerns with Raymond Burr, Fort Laramie. He is portraying Captain Lee Quince, and the story of Nature Boy. William Conrad as Marshal Matt Dillon in an episode of Gunsmoke and The Lost Rifle. Tales of the Texas Rangers starring Joel McRae from 1950, the story of the Trigger Man, based on real events. And one of the neat things about Tales of the Texas Rangers, it's a Western from the 20th century, not from the 19th century. And it's almost Dragnet set in the Old West. And we'll have Agnes Moorehead with another one of those outstanding suspense episodes from 1948, The Yellow Wallpaper. And we'll see about packing for the return trip back to the farm with David and Claudia. That's all coming up tomorrow here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. See you then. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.